Alright, happy Saturday, folks. It is time for another episode of Saturday Night Gaming. I'm Mark W., and Rob Bob is out gallivanting with the hooligans tonight. So it's just me, so I figured I'd play a single player game. And hey, here's a game you might have seen me play once or twice before. It is FTL, Faster Than Light. But rather than just kind of play and try to win as I usually do, I thought I would make this entire stream all about attempting to achieve all the achievements that I haven't done so far. So, um, this is why I'm calling this stream the Achievement Hunt, FTL Achievement Hunt. Let's not try to play to win. Let's try to get all the missing achievements, basically. So I made a little bit of a document here. This is a Google Doc. Doesn't matter what it is, really. But I just took some notes ahead of time about the various achievements that I want to achieve, and some notes about how I might be able to do that. So if you know the game, hey Ryan, how's it going tonight? If you know the game, you can help, or even if you don't know the game, you can vote for which achievements you'd like to see me go for. I'll go through them one by one. There's 8 of them altogether, which means I've gotten about 30 or so already, roughly speaking. I don't recall exactly how many there are. But the first one is some people just like to watch ship burns. Have every square of the enemy ship on fire simultaneously. And my little note of how to achieve that is probably the most straightforward way would be to get a fire beam. It's a beam that shoots fire. Other stuff, they never saw it coming. That's you use the pre-igniter to destroy enemy in one volley before the enemy can even get a single shot off. This is kind of a hard one to pull off, and it's hard to say from the get-go, I'm going to go for this achievement, because you have to find the pre-igniter, which is pretty rare. So, and you don't pick a specific ship with that in mind either. It would just be kind of like you just play. And if you happen to get the pre-igniter, then you can try to go for it, I guess. But I did note that probably if you get that pre-igniter and you want to get this achievement, if you have the glaive beam, that might help you to achieve it, because it does a crap load of damage. So maybe if we pick the, I think there's one ship that starts with the glaive. It's one of those horrible stealth ships that I don't like, but it does start with the glaive, so I could try it with that one. Moving on, though, boarding objective successful. In this one, you have to you have to have a single boarding drone, which is like a little robot android dude who can board the enemy ship and attack the crew. So you have to have one boarding drone kill 4 crew members on one ship. That's hard to pull off. You would have to have another means of softening up those crew members, such as the anti-bio beam. So that just kind of damages crew without destroying the ship. You'd also probably want to knock out the med bay, or pick on a ship that doesn't have a med bay to begin with. Excuse me. And then you would pop in the boarding door. So I have had some allergy issues lately, so bear with me if I'm clearing my throat and junk. I'm going to take some water right now. Okay. And let's see. Next up, we have given our all she's got, Captain. This one is with the Zoltan Cruiser. You have to have 29 power in systems at the same time. So, for reference, the reactor, which is that's the source of all your power in this game, can have up to 25. So if you spend a lot of scrap and a lot of time probably maximizing your reactor, you can get up to 25, which means you need 4 extra to get to 29. And the ways you can do that are using Zoltan, who each Zoltan unit, each crew member that's a Zoltan can generate 1 power by itself. So that's one way to do that. There's also the backup battery, which level 1 backup battery can provide 2 power, level 2 can provide 4. So you could probably do a combination of Zoltan and backup battery, or possibly just Zoltan or just battery. But the thing is, you could actually do, say, yeah, you could actually get by without maximizing your reactor, actually. Do the math. You could have, say, 21 from here, from the reactor. 21 from the reactor, and then 4 Zoltan, then 4 from the battery. That's one way to do it. Moving on, though. I hardly lifted a finger. This one I think I can do pretty easily compared to the others. I just never got this one by chance through my natural way of playing, because I guess I don't use offensive drones quite as much, or I'm always just using weapons in conjunction with them. I didn't explain this though. What it is with the NG cruiser, destroying enemy ship using only drones, no weapons. So you don't shoot lasers, you don't shoot missiles, you just only let the drones kill the enemy. But I was thinking about it should be pretty easy if you fight one of the shieldless automated scouts, because you just turn on the drone, it zaps them, and that's it. So that's probably the easiest one to get. I'll get to you in a second, Ryan. I'm just going to continue going through this. Here's another one, Battle Royale. While using the Mantis cruiser, kill the last enemy with your last crew member on their ship. So to clarify, that means you must only have one crew member employed. So you only have one crew member. And that at the time when he finishes off the enemy crew. So I was thinking about how to do that. Well, you could have two boarders that, to get through the fight. Then you let one of them die. And you could also have crew members back on your ship. But then you have to make them suicide by the time your last crew member finishes off of their last crew member. So that's an interesting one to try, because you're going to take a lot of losses in the process, probably. And loss of cabin pressure is the last one. And that is, you get to the last sector, which is Sector 8, without your ship's net oxygen levels exceeding 20%. And this starts after the first jump. And I don't think that's tied to any ship, but you would almost definitely want to pick a Lanius ship, because they're the ones they're the race that don't actually need oxygen, and they drain oxygen from wherever they are located. All right, so hi Arturo, hi Ryan, and let's see, what's the question here? How is Northeast? I want to say Long Island, or that's yes, I am the T Island, as Arturo has mentioned. And is there a cyber ransom the pipeline achievement? Sure, we'll go with that. Oh, don't talk to me about that mess. It's really disappointing to hear about the whole pipeline security issue. All right. So if anybody has any ideas, I can put them back on the screen of which achievement to go for. Let me know. Otherwise, I will choose one myself. I'm gonna play this entire stream, or at least until I get bored of FTL. Let's say the entire time I'm playing FTL, I will just be going for the achievements instead of trying to win, basically. I think the low-hanging fruit is probably, I hardly lifted a finger with the NG cruiser. We will destroy a ship using only drones. So I'll go for that one, unless you guys want to see something else. Battle Royale is probably going to be the most interesting. Of course, Arturo votes for that one. Okay. It's going to be the most interesting, and that'll be crazy. Also, the fire one, I guess, could be crazy, and the pre-igniter could be as well, but I can't actually, from the get-go, say, hey, I'm going to go for that. It's kind of like I have to, the pre-igniter has to fall into my lap. I have to have a good weapon to work with it. But since we do have a vote for the Mantis achievement, I'm going to go for that one. That's not going to be the easiest one, but I'll say that off the bat. But I think it's definitely doable. So we have to pick some Mantis ship. I'm not sure which one's going to be the best choice offhand. Let's go over the Mantises. So we have the Gila Monster, the Basilisk, and the Theseus. So we definitely want to have a border teleporter. I think all the Mantis ships have a teleporter to begin with, right? Yeah, they do. All three of them do. Let's see, anything else to consider? Gila Monster sounds like something they would play on Svengoolie, right? Right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know which one I want to pick. In a way, it's easier to have. I guess if I have one of the teleporters that can have 4 borders, that's easier in a way. I just have to make sure those guys get killed though, except for one. I could totally wreck an enemy crew with 4 guys. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what I want. This one actually includes the boarding drone, so I could actually try to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. There's one of these was have a single boarding drone kill 4 crew members. I couldn't do. No, I can't really. That's difficult to do. I was thinking, could I possibly pull off both? I think basically, when I go for the one Battle Royale, your last crew member kills their last crew member. That's pretty much your game. You had to sacrifice crew intentionally, most likely. And I might want to just give up at that point. Or, well, I'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna pick one of these mantises. Would these bombs help lock B? It's kind of complicated. Stun B. So the crystal lockdown bomb, it will create a crystal wall around a room, and the stun will do 1 ion damage and stun all the crew in the room. That might help with boarding. I don't want to deliberate all day, so I'll just pick something. So the boarding and defense. I might just be better off with like a more well-rounded ship like this one. And I just, let my crew member die as they need to. It actually might not be that hard as I'm thinking about it. By the way, since the goal here is to get the achievements more than anything else, I'm going to set the difficulty to easy. Maybe I'm a wuss for doing that, but hey, that'll get me the achievements, most efficiently. So let's just do it. Alright, the data you carry is vital, blah, blah, blah. Let me know how the volumes are. I think the game is probably very low right now, going by the meters I'm visualizing that I'm looking at right now. I'll turn it up a bit. But let me know what you guys think about the game volume. And Ryan says he's great in New Mexico, lifting masks if you're vaccinated. No gas lines like on the East Coast. We're great. I really hope when the East Coast runs out of gas and it goes Mad Max, Mark still streams so I can see him fighting for gas. Sure, yeah. That's exactly what's gonna happen. No, actually in the Northeast it's all fine. The prices have gone up a bit. I spent close to $3 a gallon last week, but not even quite $3. So, it went up like less than $1, and that's about it. Alright, so let's just go. We're going to try to board a ship that has crew, and basically just get it to the point where I have one remaining crew that's stronger than them, and it's going to kill them, and then I can just make all my other guys walk out into the airlock, essentially. Something like that. Alright, let's begin. Yeah, I don't know. I never got this one because it's not the kind of thing you get by accident. You don't just play and then, oh look, I came with this achievement. You have to intend to let your crew die, I guess. You receive a hail from a station orbiting a nearby planet. Captain, we are Federation Terraforming Team C12 and are in need of assistance. Do you have some time? Sure. Thank you. We need to scan the planet for life before we can begin terraforming, but our sensors can't get the necessary power to scan through this atmosphere. We've got a schedule to keep. Any chance you can help? Yeah, sure. It seems your sensors are no more powerful. I don't have upgraded sensors, so I couldn't really help. I just read a bunch of text for nothing. And Ryan says, even if your eye is fine, I picture you with an eye patch in the post-apocalypse. Fair enough. I am a pirate. That's my nickname at work, by the way. It's the Pato Pirata. I think Arturo here gave me that nickname. That means pirate duck for those who don't speak Spanish. I don't have much of a plan here. Maybe jump around to the down and left a few jumps and then swing back up to the store. At first, it appears you arrived in an empty system, but a ship appears from behind a planet and hails you. Haha, I am the dread pirate, Tuco Salamanca. Prepare to die. Okay, Tuco. I made up the Salamanca part, which is a Breaking Bad reference. Oh, I only have one weapon power here. Okay, so let's check out their ship. Unfortunately, I don't have the sensor that would tell me who's running around on their ship for, like boarding purposes. I only have a clone bay. Okay, so we have to smash that clone bay. Let me just think this through. I mean, it's not too hard to deal with usually. I could just bomb the clone bay. They only have a laser. I don't know how many this one shoots. This is the thing I have to really learn how to do. I was reading some really advanced players' tips on this game, and this is something that I really got to learn. I need to be able to just glance at one of these weapons and know what the heck it is. I know it's a laser type, but I don't know if it's going to shoot 3 at me or what. So that's an area where I'm kind of lacking in this game. But that's alright. We live and learn, I suppose, right? Okay, so let's knock off their weapons in the first place. And maybe we'll go for their clone bay. Oh, that's only shooting 1, so they can't really harm me. Okay, that laser shoots only 1. We can just bomb them because we found a mantis. He's hurt now, so that's good. We hurt a mantis. And they're bad at repairing because they're mantis. I think the music is louder in certain different songs are louder than others. Alright, so I'm gonna knock out the Clone Bay, then board with these two mantises and hope for the best. I don't know. That's a good starting point, I think. Okay, let's go, mantises. Arturo loves mantises because he likes bugs that bite off. He likes female bugs that bite off heads. Maybe he just likes females who bite off heads in general. Alright, let's go here. We got a Rockman, someone else is gonna come. Okay, yeah, this might take a couple trips. Okay, we got an uninjured mantis and a Rockman to deal with. This is gonna be a little ugly. And there, you can see the doors are moving, so they still have another guy. That's probably the mantis we injured earlier. I don't care so much about bombing their weapons anymore because, as we established, they can't actually get through my shields. Alright, this mantis of mine is getting low. I mean, I could just let him die. I mean, part of the point here is I only have one guy left, right? So it might actually be okay. I mean, totally okay. But if I let both of these guys die, then I only have a mantis and an NG left to finish the job. Yeah, let's just roll with it, see what happens. Okay, I lost one mantis. I could bomb these guys right now to let them all die. And take out the Clone Bay in the process too. Perfect, everybody's dead. But I mean, all that's left is the one injured mantis who cannot heal because there's no med bay. And I'm going to send the NG. Let me think about this. Maybe just the mantis, because if I send the NG and the mantis, yeah. Basically, what I'm hoping on, since what I'm hoping for is, since my mantis is uninjured, he should be able to take out the other mantis by itself, because it's been bombed before. So what I'm going to do is just make this NG suicide, and then board with the mantis, and then I should have the achievement right there. I mean, I can do it now. It's going to take a little time, but this mantis will be dead soon. I mean, the NG will be dead soon. And now I'm assuming their mantis is probably desperately trying to repair the Clone Bay, so he's probably right here. There he is. He's not injured? No, he's injured. Cool. Yeah, I think we got... Oh, am I going... We gotta get this NG to die faster. Yeah, we're good, we're good. Okay, NG's gonna die. Boom. Alright, this should do it. This should do it. There we go. Battle Royale. Achievement unlocked. Alright. So, again, that's kind of why I never just incidentally unlock that achievement, because you have to do this nasty, you know, suicidal kind of run, or however you want to say it, being very cruel to your own crew, at the very least. So, yeah, the question is, do we want to continue playing now that I have, like, nobody left? Maybe we should just start over, and we'll go to, we'll start over to attempt a different achievement. Alright, so that was faster. Sure, the drones one now. Okay, let's do it. I don't know why I initially thought that was harder. It's going to be harder than than it was, but then I started thinking it through, and I was like, this actually isn't going to be too bad. Okay, so back to the main menu, new game. One moment. It's for anyone who just joined. I am going on an achievement run here, and now we can cross off. What happened? We can cross off Battle Royale. Excuse me. Again, I have some allergy issues going on, but we just got Battle Royale in like no time, and that was to, while using the Mantis cruiser, kill the last enemy with your last crew member on their ship. So you have to have just one crew member left, finishing off their last crew member, and I pulled it off in not too long. It wasn't too hard. Now we're going to go for the drones one, which is with the NG cruiser, destroy an enemy ship using only drones, no weapons, and that is called I Hardly Lifted a Finger. Alright, so let's slide this out of the way. And, let's see, we have choice A, B, and C as usual. B doesn't start with a drone that shoots the ship, only the anti-personnel and the repair drones. So not B. And C has the beam. Okay. So I'm actually thinking this achievement is going to be easy too, but what I have to do is find one of those automated scouts that don't actually have shields that you run into once in a while, and just turn a drone on it, and then I'm good. So it's like, do I want the combat drone for that purpose, or the anti-ship beam? And Ryan asks, since you guys are world-renowned hackers, can you do me a favor and wipe out my student loan? Consider it done, Ryan, yes. Hopefully I don't make a typo that would like add a 0 to the end. Okay, that is a joke in case any federal agents are watching. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess I'll pick the first one, NGA. This is the first ship I ever played besides the basic one, because this is one of the first ones you unlock. By the basic one, I mean the Kestrel. Alright, so we have the combat drone and our ion blast. To get the achievement, the battle in the battle that gets me the achievement, I cannot use the ion blast, so only the combat drone. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm just gonna wander around until I can find, and kind of just play normally, until I can find one of those automated scouts that don't actually have shields. And I'll just turn on the drone, and that's it. This is a ship like this, except this one has one shield, so that would be the only difference. I need one without a shield. Although this is an asteroid belt, that thing pummels your shield all the time. It's probably gonna pummel me. But if I just put this on now, that might do it. In fact, I think I have like a 90% chance of that working. That's my made-up number. But yeah, I would probably take. I could easily like get down to maybe half my hull in the meantime, or maybe just 2/3 of the way. Because I'm going to take a beating too. But I think this is all I need to do right here. Let's see. Arturo says, of course, that is a joke. Mark is our best sequel wizard. He would never type it after 0. His data management is flawless. Sure, I've done worse than that before. Luckily, we have backups in the transaction logs and all that stuff. Anyway, yeah, back to the game. I'm going to just turn on this combat drone and see if it does the job. And now we just wait, right? The only thing is, I think if the asteroid lands a killing blow, it might not count. Now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, did I do it? There we go. I hardly lifted a finger. And I hardly lifted a finger to get the achievement. Alright, so 2 down in, when did we start? 9:10ish? 9:15? So in like 20 or 25 minutes, we got 2 of the achievements. Alright, yeah, I was kind of thinking, you know, maybe I'll get like 2 throughout the entire stream, but here we've gotten 2 right away. Of course, those were probably pretty easy, relatively speaking, so we can cross off. I hardly lifted a finger from my document here. Some of these will necessarily take long, because you cannot get 29 power unless you're playing for a while, for like this one, giving her all she's got, Captain. I have spent time working on this one before and I was not successful. But I could try it again, you know, gotta try it again. The fire one would be fun. Did any ship start with the fire beam? That's what I have to check into. You guys want to see the fire one, right? Because fire's fun. So that achievement again is you have to have every square on the enemy ship on fire simultaneously. So I'm thinking maybe that one. No, actually, what makes that one kind of hard is in this game, when there's no oxygen, the fires burn out. And so as the fires are rampant, that usually means, you know, you've overwhelmed the enemy, they're not repairing things. You'll probably destroy their oxygen system in the meantime. So it might be hard to pull off. You have to kind of get a lot of fire on them at once. But yeah, let's give it a try. We're going to quit. And I don't recall if any ship actually starts with fire. Fire. If there is one that starts with it, it's probably like a slug ship or something, because they like to have the annoying things that terrorize people the most, like the anti-bio. Slugs are terrorists in this game, basically. No. Some of the weapons do incidentally, like occasionally, start fires. Ryan says, "That's where the leprechaun lives. He tells Mark to burn stuff." Hasn't that quote from The Simpsons come up multiple times on the street? Probably. I think we were playing that game Leprechaun for the arcade, and it might have come up. It's a game where you're like running around collecting gold or something. Mark is Ralph. I am Mark. I do resemble Ralph Wiggum, yes. Chain burst. Yeah, here's the thing. I don't think any of these ships actually start with fire. Ah, fire bomb. So this ship, the Shivan, which is a reference to Magic the Gathering, the Shivan Dragon, perhaps. They start with a fire bomb. Is there a, am I thinking of that Captain's Edition, or like I'm wondering, is the fire beam even a thing? I don't remember. Let me look that up quick. We're gonna cheat. I like to cheat and look at wikis for games. It's not really cheating, right? Yeah, there was a fire beam. Okay. Amazing. I put so many hours into this game, I don't even know all the weapons. Okay, there is a fire beam. It's just we don't start with it with any of these ships. So fire bomb is probably the best we're gonna get. Let's check out the other ships though before we declare it. Yeah, I think I looped around by now. Okay. Alright, we're gonna pick this rock ship named after the Magic the Gathering card. And we're gonna launch a lot of bombs. It seems very inefficient though. It's like 1 square at a time. Which makes me think I would need to somehow maybe, ideally, like, I would do this on a ship that doesn't have a lot of crew, or I can keep the crew occupied by stunning them or something like that. Otherwise, they're going to repair it, you know? Put out the fire. Anyway, let's give it a shot, I guess. Me fail FTL. Me fail FTL? That's impossible. It's funny when I watch a clip of Simpsons in another language, the voices all sound different, like in Spanish or Japanese. Anyway, let's go. All right, so we have 18 missiles. So that's a lot of fire bombs to drop on people. It'll cost one bomb per one missile per bomb. Yeah, I'm trying to like play it through in my mind. Like, what is the ideal ship I want to look for to start bombing? It's like the automated ones, they don't have oxygen, so there's no point in firebombing them. The lack of oxygen will put out the fire like very quickly, so we don't want to do it to the automated scouts. Yeah, really, it's just something. A ship that doesn't have a lot of crew. Definitely not to have, nothing with system repair drones, nothing with NGs. I guess a low crew thing where I can keep like overwhelming them with fire. Maybe it's just a mantis ship might be great because they're terrible at repairing, and putting out fires is counts like repairing. It's the same action. All right, so I'm gonna, I guess, play as normal until I see a good opportunity to fire. Fire. Interesting that this ship starts with 2 levels of oxygen. I don't know why. I mean, I'm not complaining. I just don't know how that fits into anything else going on with this ship. Well, whatever. But it's actually kind of a strong crew. Four rockmen, and one of them is named after my wife right here, by the way. I could see Mark being a grown-up Ralph. Sorry, Mark. Yeah, I am a grown-up Ralph. I just my voice deepened a little bit. All right. You arrive at a populated sector. Burn them. One merchant seems to be mass broadcasting a request for a mercenary ship to aid him. Shall we respond? Sure. Great, I was worried no one would respond. My usual carrier is days late. I need you to deliver this cargo of drone parts to a small station a few jumps from here. We can't afford to pay another carrier, but they will surely tip you generously. I'm gonna actually turn up my lights a little here. I just realized how dim I am. I don't have those fancy like purple lights that streamers get and stuff, but I'll have to deal with my regular lights. One of my coworkers, maybe you're watching, he got some fancy lights for streaming that he wants to do. And I said, "Cool. What do you want to stream?" He said, "Actually, I don't know if I want to stream." So Sam, I'm waiting for you to stream, Sam, if you're watching. I want to see your lights. Anyway, except Great, I uploaded their location to your star map. I'm running out of options, so I have no choice but to trust you'll do what you have agreed to do. Add a quest marker, and they gave me 5 drones. Hi, Super Nintendo Chalmers! I saw it, you can probably Google for this. There's somebody made a, they like modded this, I don't know if modding is the right word, but they covered their, Super Nintendo and controllers with like, I guess, decals, so it looks like, well, the unit itself looks like Superintendent Chalmers. And they also put something similar on the controller, they forget what exactly. But it just has the superintendent's face on the console. Alright, we're gonna go to Nebula. Okay, so we are in an ion storm, we're very low on energy. Intruders on board. They have to deal with 4 rockmen now. Anyway, the text says you find 2 heavily damaged ships floating nearby. The remains of a battle. You begin to harvest some usable debris. When you hear the sounds of someone beaming aboard, followed by the shouts of a boarding party. Okay. Want some oxygen? Some medbay, I mean. Yeah, they're not going to last too long with 4 rockmen, are they? Where are they, though? Here's one. Oh. Okay, there is a lot of them, but we'll be okay. Right over here, guys. Problem is the rockmen are very slow to walk, but once they get there, they'll hammer these puny humans. Okay, you can run away now and get healed. 3 rockmen versus 3 humans, though. They don't stand a chance. So this guy's gonna get healed. And the rockmen aren't actually better fighters in terms of damage that they deal, they just have tons of hit points. So they outlast the humans. Okay, that'll do it. If it makes you feel better, Mark Stu looks like grown-up Mayor Quimby. Mayor Quimby? He's already grown up in the show. Wait, who are we saying that looks like Stu? I was playing a game on my Monday stream. It was the Star Wars one, right? Who are we? Oh, it was the homebrew stream, right? There was the character in that game where you're at a video game studio and the boss goes nuts. That was the guy that we said looks like Stu. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna play like normal again until I find something cool, so, we do want to get to that quest, but let's go down, hit some sectors, and then maybe swing back up to the store, and then bounce from the store to here, and then to the quest, something along those lines. Yeah, the boss, the boss at Sony. We were playing this homebrew game where you're the boss at Sony, and somebody released the prototype of the Nintendo PlayStation or something like that, which was apparently a thing. I think Nintendo was supposed to make it originally or something, or Sony tried to sell it off to Nintendo and Nintendo rejected them. There's something like that. Don't quote me on that. Anyway, in this game, what happens is someone releases the prototype and the boss gets really mad, so he goes on a rampage. Anyway, the AI of nearby small rebel scout immediately identifies he's a threat and engages. He's FTL charging. Okay. Alright, so we don't want an FTL to charge. We also don't want to get hit by weapons, though. But we might get hit by one beam. Yeah, one beam. Okay. Let's try to get repairing. Go faster. We'll run our other rockman over very slowly. Okay. So we're alright. Oh, it's kind of hot in my room here, but outside there's like a party going on, and it's really noisy, so I don't want to open the window. The ship breaks apart, and you feel relief in the knowledge that you will hopefully still be one step ahead of the fleet. Alright, I got a shield overcharger. Interesting. The shield overcharger, if you don't know, it is a drone, and it generates super shields, but I don't have a drone system, so I can't use it at the moment. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself for getting 2 of those achievements down, but let's see if we can get at least a 3rd tonight. I feel like they're all going to be a lot you know, gonna take a lot more time and effort than those first two. What at first seems to be a simple nebula is actually filled with a good amount of debris from a brutal exchange between several ships. Wreckage drifts by your screens and tumbles into the depths of the nebula to be lost to sight. It's hard to determine who the combatants were without closer investigation. Okay, let's investigate. As you approach the wreckage, a slug ship makes its arrival. I hate slugs. I'm gonna shoot the salt bomb at them. They gotta make a salt bomb. All it does is totally annihilates slugs. It's so specialized that it should only cost 1 power, but when it's useful, it'll be really useful. Salt bomb. I'm gonna make a mod that introduces the salt bomb. It hesitates for a moment and is surprised to see anyone remaining, and then jumps away without a word. Oh, so I didn't get to fight slugs. Resume scanning the system wary of any other visitors. Yes, my wife's name is Schultz. No, Emily. Emily is the wife. This guy should return to duty. By the way, this is a feature that used to not always be in FTL, but they added it with an update. You can define the stations by pressing slash. So you said station saves at the left, and so whatever room all your crew members are in, they're saved to that. And then if you hit enter, they can revert to their station. So say I just move people around, now I hit enter, and they all go back to their stations. That was not there from the beginning, though. There's a lot of features that kind of slowly trickled in. So this game developed over time in accordance with user feedback. Okay, we're going to go to the distress signal. You locate a nearby human mining colony where an unknown disease has spread virulently. They are setting up a quarantine to contain it, but a riot has broken out. Send in your crew, ignore, or send in your rock crew. They're like, alright, no one wants to mess with the giant rock men. It's basically the thing. It's like, alright, you guys are going under quarantine, which is what we needed here in the US last year. It's unlikely the rock's impressive immune system is susceptible to a human virus, so you send it in. It is able to intimidate the workers long enough for the colony forces to set up a quarantine. Their leaders offer a reward and assure you that they will try to find a cure as soon as possible. At least you don't lose a rock man in the process. You know, what if they had to stay there forever? Alright, so I guess up to the store we will go. Schultz. A transmission from the nearby planet indicates an outpost below, which offers supply. Yeah, let's go. Alright, what do we got here? Anything that can let me burn things? No. Actually, I mean, I don't have the hacking system, but if I did have it, this would help me stun the crew so they could not repair the fires. Because what would happen is I would hack the room that, say, any crew member is in, ideally more than one, I guess. And with the hacking stun, it would stun them for the entire time that the hacking is going on. So that would be good to have, but I don't know, I don't even have the hacking system, so I don't know. We need a couple of rockmen here in Mexico. Or the quarantine, enforcing the quarantine. So normally in a normal game I'd be inclined to get long-range scanners. That's very good to have. I might just go with that. Drone control is always good. I don't have the money. Yeah, I don't have the money for it. Unless I sold the drone. But or I gotta sell my rock plating. Rock plating is nice to have, but you can just sell it for 40, and sometimes that 40 scrap is more worthwhile. I'll start with the long-range scanners though. Alright, I'm just gonna go with that. I could theoretically say I want to stockpile my missiles so that I can kind of use the fire relentlessly and not worry about it, but I already have 25. It's like, I'm probably already in the area where I can like use it relentlessly. Alright, I got the long-range scanner, that's good. It's so nice that you can see everything next to you, or not even beyond next to you. And, yeah, helps you find ships to find things. Alright, let's jump here. Stumble across forward scout of the rebel fleet. They're trying to FTL away. I think they're just trying it here. Shoot, blow out their pilot system. They only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rooms. No med bay, so they can't heal up and repeatedly try to take out a fire. I think this style of ship only had like a few humans. Don't know how many though. They're usually 2 or 3, probably 3. It might be difficult, but I might try it. Let's try it. If I can take out their weapons and their piloting with the heavy pierce. Because they're trying to jump away, so I gotta worry about that. And the missiles I have to worry about too, because they're gonna hit me. Actually, I should really have another level of power here for the weapons. That would be nice. So I could do both of these at the same time. But let's try it. Here comes a firebomb. They're piloting in the back. But I'm gonna bomb. The firebomb takes longer than I kind of hoped. It takes a little while. Let's see if it works. Yeah, now their weapons are back online too. That's annoying. And that's not gonna work, I don't think. Okay, actually, their piloting burned out. More fire. Let's put one in. We don't want to take out their oxygen right away, because we want to feed the fire with the oxygen. Fortunately, the missiles are making it real tough. I don't know about this. I might take some serious beating here, actually. Let me think for a moment. Yeah, you know what? I really need to be able to shoot both weapons at the same time. It's not going to work out, I don't think. Alright, so I'm going to make it a goal to, I'm going to abort this fire, try to salvage this fight, and try to get one more level of power, then I can use both of them, both of the weapons. Let's get things repaired for the time being, though. Alright, let's go there. Cool. Well, now I'm thinking this heavy piercing does too much damage. It's like just 2-ish shots. It's hard to do this because you do damage and you take out the ship when you're really what I want is something that'll let me take out systems, and while systems are down, like shields and weapons or whatever, I just firebomb relentlessly, you know. Hey, Stu. Grown up Mayor Quimby. I don't know what he's talking about. I was saying Mayor Quimby's already grown up. Welcome, Stu. Well, we were saying you look like this guy, and we were playing this game, homebrew game, where you're the CEO of I think Sony, and the boss, you know, this guy, the CEO, gets really mad because somehow the Nintendo PlayStation prototype gets leaked, and he goes on a rampage and killing everybody, destroying the whole building. Anyway, we decided that that character looks like you, Stu, and he gets mad the way you do. Oh, you saw when we were playing that. Okay. That was a fun game, unexpectedly fun. Alright, so yeah, I need a way to damage systems, or if I had found, say I find that same battle again, except it's not trying to jump away with the FTL, that alone might be enough to make it easier. I can just firebomb things. Don't have to worry about them jumping away so much. So let's hit the quest, I suppose. You arrive at the location given to you by the merchant. You are supposed to deliver drone parts to a station here. You find the small research station and discover that it's putting out a distress signal. Strangely, there is no response to your hails. Okay, we're going to dock against my better judgment. Okay. Inside there are signs of a great struggle. Scientists lie dead. where they fell brutally dismembered. It must be the slugs, I blame them. Salt bomb, man. You grab a few research drone parts lying on a desk near the door and leave quickly. Okay. Yeah, Khan was there, that's right. Khan! So, by the way, Stu, I'm going for an achievement run here. I'm just trying to gather achievements that I've missed in my previous plays, and so far I got 2 very quickly, but this third one I'm going for is taking longer. And the achievement is to like basically set the entire enemy's ship on fire. Alright, maybe we could try this one. Again, they have that missile. So I could just take out their weapons and just keep bombing. I don't like the missile though, but let's try it. Okay, so we're gonna get smacked in the face with a missile as usual. Story of my life. Keep burning things like the leprechaun says to do. It's where I saw the leprechaun! There's never been a more pertinent quote. Or never has that quote been more pertinent. Missile got off again. Breached it here, I don't really care too much at the moment. Oh, I missed. Doesn't help when I miss, right? I don't know, I might need like 2 fire bombs. They already put it out and repaired the system. Yeah, I don't see this strategy working right here. How'd they already repair it again? No, the system never got damaged this time around, that's right. Alright, I'm going back to heavy piercing. Alright, get some repairs going. Stu said I told those guys I'm hopefully going to try Atari with you. Oh, so he's talking about another group. Gonna play some multiplayer Atari online, is that it? Imagine back in the day thinking that was even possible. Okay, do some boring repairs. Yeah, so I don't know. I gotta really get something else going here. It's just, I can't just see a ship and, okay, let's bomb it. Like I was hinting at earlier, I think the mantises would be easier to take out. Another thing is if I could board, I could distract the crew while bombing other locations and letting the fire get out of hand. I don't have boarding with this ship though, that's the only thing. I mean, I could try to get it. Alright, let's do an upgrade. Get some shields and the power for it. Ta-da! That's usually a good goal by the end of Sector 1 that I try to go for. Get those shields upgraded. Nothing here. I guess we're going to the exit. I am on Facebook. Sure, I'll send you a friend request. Yeah, we chatted in your... Actually, where I first saw you was on the MS-DOS group where you were advertising your stream. So yeah. I'll have to find you again. Despite the barred area, trader has set up shop. Sure, I could use a giant stockpile of missiles. He's giving me 5 missiles for just 1 fuel. Sounds good. I think I just... Oh, Mantis control. That's a way I can find a Mantis ship for sure. The only problem is they often... Now that I'm thinking about it, they often have like a single NG, so I don't know. I'm learning! Alright, let's see if we can pull this off. Here's the Mantis ship off the bat, or it should be a Mantis. Yep. A Mantis vessel flashes past your view screen, weapons and engines at full. A tiny blip on the sensor readout marks its quarry, the civilian ship. You frown, power up the weapons, and prepare to engage the Mantis ship. Not today. Not today. Okay, so they I don't like their firepower, but I do have 2 levels of shields now, at least. And they have the, med bay. Yeah, I gotta upgrade sensors, too, because I have to actually see the crew on their ship. That would be really helpful in this case. With the strategy that I'm going for, you know? So I'm gonna just try to shoot out their med bay just for starters, and then start firebombing them like crazy. See if I can pull it off. Turn off auto fire. Gotta keep an eye on these lasers. I forget which one this is. I think this is the chain that lets you load up 2 shots if you want, but they're not doing that. They're shooting 1 at a time, which is of course the worst thing they could be doing. So I saw the medbay got repaired quickly, which does imply to me they probably have an NG on board. And I missed with that firebomb. The implication of the NG being they're going to put out fires probably faster than I can spread them, unfortunately. Yeah, I think next upgrade is going to be sensors, because I need to see what the crew are actually doing. That'll help tremendously. And it's just seeing what crew they even have, it will be helpful. Alright, I think they're, the other problem, that you can destroy the ship before you thoroughly bomb it, you know? So, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to happen. So they only have 2 hull left. I mean, if I break 2 systems, they're going down. It's a tough one to do. Yeah, this isn't going to happen this time. Alright, I don't know, I'm a little puzzled. I just need the, I guess I need the fire beam. With the bomb, it's just too hard to do. You light up 1 room at a time, and it's slow going. So, okay, let's put it out of its misery, I guess. Alright, let's see what we got here. Ryan says, my wife just complained that the laundry I put away was still wet, and I said to her that's where the leprechaun lives. He tells me to burn things. Hopefully you did it in the Ralph voice, right? And Stu says, I have confidence in you, Mark. You will set someone on fire. I need the fire beam. First world problems, exactly. Oh, look, I got an engine named Chris. Not Chris. The ship you saved was badly damaged in the battle. Most of the crew accepts your offer to be dropped off at a nearby station, and 1 offers to join. Alright, we got Chris, the NG. Where do I want to put him? Who the hell knows? Hey, sensors, right? I want better sensors. Now I have better sensors. I could even upgrade them another level. Let's do it. So when you have a guy manning the sensors, it'll automatically go up a level. So basically it's at level 3 while I have somebody there. Which is nice. You get to see a lot more of the enemy ship. I need more fire spreading capabilities. You arrive just in time to see an unusually well-armed NG ship destroying a small pirate craft. A teleporter signal has detected intruder on deck. A young man... Oh, that's crap. Here we go. It's a dilemma that you can't really solve. It's just like a 50-50 guess. A young mantis in a charred uniform has teleported onto the deck. He begs for sanctuary from the NG and offers to serve in exchange for your protection. The NG have already traced the teleporter signal and are offering a deal in exchange for the prisoner. Side with the fugitive and fight the NG ship, or agree to offer up the mantis in exchange for a bounty. Fire, fire. Let's see, eeny meeny, right? I mean, I can always look up the wiki, what you can get, but basically, I think if you want to side with the NG or the mantis, if you side with the mantis and it's not a trap, think you get a mantis crew member. Otherwise, it's like he, does damage to some systems, and you have to fight, I guess, the NG anyway, or something like that. I don't know. I'm gonna go with the one because I want to have a chance for a mantis. Oh, the trap. The mantis sabotages your ship before teleporting away. Or the trap. But notice their ship actually has two. Well, I have these anti-combat drones. That's fine. It actually has two mantises and no NG. It's quite possible I could spread fire fast enough if it's just two mantises on board, because they suck at repairing and it's just two of them. So I'll give it a try. Let's consider their weapons. Yeah, I should be able to hold them off. The ions are going to knock down my shields one at a time, but I think it'll charge up fast enough. The thing they're going to go for, the strategy they'll go for is knock down shields with ion, and then the beam gets through and damages me. I think we'll be okay. Let's try it. MANTIS, the show from the 90s. What was that? Was that like a show on Channel 9 or something? Well, you probably had a different channel number, but I like the 90s. What was Channel 9 for me? I don't remember the call numbers. Like, was it WOR or something? They often had these cheesy shows like, I can't even think of them. What was the one with Hulk Hogan? Thunder in Paradise and Renegade and Highlander, the TV show. All these kind of cheesy action shows. Anyway, I was wondering if Mantis was on that. WOR, yeah, okay. Alright, you know what? I'm doing pretty good setting them on fire here. But again, the issue is, do the systems cause so much damage that the entire ship gets destroyed? Hold on, I'm not going to light up that room because it kind of lit itself. In other words, the fire spread to it. I might have this, though. Just got to be a little careful. What is... Is there a system in this room? I don't even know anymore. So we have weapons, shields, engines. I think that's an empty room they're putting out for some reason. So I'm not sure the best way to play this. I don't think it matters, because even if all their current systems that are online get destroyed, it's only 3 damage, and the ship will still be alive. So, it won't be destroyed is what I mean. So, we want to keep the oxygen around as much as possible, so we're going to save the oxygen for last. Oh, the drone room is there. Why do they care so much about that? I guess they're dumb, that's all. That's why. Yeah, see that? Here's the thing that... Hold on. Yeah, how am I going to do this? Because the fire is fizzling out in the weapon room because that entire room has no oxygen. And the achievement is not just to light up every room, it's every square of the entire ship, so... It's really hard. Right now I'm thinking, should I just abort this attempt? I don't think it's going to happen with this attack. In like 10 seconds, the weapon room is going to be out of fire entirely. I could try lighting again, but I don't think it's going to last too long. Unless I wait for the oxygen to replenish, I don't know. I'll see what happens here. I think the mantids are actually going to die from the fire. It seems like I'm so close too, it's unfortunate. I guess I'll just try anyway. I just don't think it's going to work. Look at that. The weapons room does have all its oxygen back now, so this might be doable. Wait, no! Because of the crew died, it kind of just... damn it. Yeah. All right. I thought I could keep burning it, because even if the crew died, but it kind of just canceled their whole ship because of the damn cancel culture. No, well, it actually does keep track of what's on fire and what's not. Still, it just doesn't show me. So maybe it's doable. I just can't actually see see what's going on. I don't know. All right, let's see what we're talking about here. Channel 9 eventually became the Paramount Network. Yeah, yeah. Oh, was Highlander a good series? I'm sorry, I dissed it. I don't think I really ever sat down and watched it much. Just like the first movie or two. Actually, very recently, like in the last year, I watched a newer Highlander movie, and it was beyond bad. But they had a lot of shows like that on 9, like kind of hour-long action shows that they often showed on like maybe Saturday afternoon stuff. Anyway, I apparently failed this attempt. Oh well, at least I still have 18 missiles. I mostly remember this show Renegade, that it was, even though it wasn't that, it was pretty forgettable. But my grandma used to yell at my brother, who would sport long hair. She would yell, "Why don't you at least cut it like the guy in Renegade?" Because he had like bangs, so that the long hair was not like in his face. Strange family movement. My grandma telling my long-haired brother to cut his hair like the guy in Renegade. Now I have to look up what that looks like real quick, and I'll show you guys on the screen. Renegade TV show 90s. Okay, here we go. Here's Renegade. So she wanted my brother to have hair like this guy. Okay. Actually, I don't think he has bang. Well, that's Lorenzo Lamas. Okay. He's actually pretty well known, isn't he? Anyway. Totally random sidebar there. Renegade was killer. Was great, said Ryan. Bobby Six Killer. I don't think I ever really watched the show. BJ and the Bear. Is that a porn? Sorry. That's that a porn. Don't mind me. I'm just frustrated. I'm not getting my fire. What else can I do? I got a hull beam. I wish I got the fire beam though. BJ and the Bear. Cracking myself up. Okay, so the hull beam does not start fires. Some weapons do accidentally start fires once in a while. Alright, keep going. Sally forth. I should go for that weapon level next, though, that I was talking about earlier. Okay, I get to do my Mantis voice, guys. Are you ready? I kind of use the voice of Zorak from Space Ghost. Here we go. A Mantis ship hails. "Ah, fine prey, fine prey. We honor you with our most eviscerating arsenal. Use stencil clouds as a silver lining and power the weapons." Alright, again I'm looking. Can I burn them? And they have an NG. Bleh. And again, the NG being a really good repairer slash putter outer of fires. Tech War, Sequest. Wow. Yeah, all those shows. I remember seeing Sequest a few times. They didn't have that kid, the one who was in Sidekicks. And I think he died, like, in his 20s. Jonathan Brandis? Is that his name? He had, like, the classic 90s haircut. With the bald thing. Alright, that was a kind of crappy fight, but I won at least. I'm getting frustrated at my inability to burn things. So, I'm trying to, actually what annoys me is I can't think of a step to take next. Like, what step can I take next in, like, trying to come up with a grand strategy here. So, Ryan said, "I just went into the kitchen and asked my wife and daughter if it could be the 90s forever, and again looked at me, confused and disappointed." Okay. 90s were a good time. Um, yeah, so anyway, back to the strategy. Like, what step can I take? I could try to save money and hope a store has a fire beam. I mean, otherwise, I don't really know what else. I guess a boarding would help a lot because, like I was saying earlier, I could beat up, like, kind of distract the crew. But as I saw earlier, if you kill the crew, it kind of ends your chance at, at burning the whole place. So I don't have anything better in mind than just try to find like another firebomb or the fire beam. Um, but going back to an earlier comment, it probably would be a good idea to upgrade weapons by one, and I can do that now, so let's do it. Alright, so now I can have 2 of these weapons on at a time because they have 4 power to distribute it among these weapons, and each of them requires 2 power. Who needs a med bay? Let's turn it off. Local sensors pick up 2 ships engaged in a heated battle. It seems the Mantis military ship will surely defeat its prey. Yeah, well, aim the civilian ship. You frown, power up the weapons, and prepare to engage the Mantis ship. Not today. This is a hull beam. What it does is it does 1 damage per room, but it does double damage on systemless rooms. The idea being the point is you're damaging their hull more. So let's use some of that fun stuff. BJ and the Bear. Can Stu prove he's not 85? Can any of us prove we're not 85? Here comes. Oh, that's what I need too. That stun ion. See, look at my guy, my wife here. She's stunned for a bit. I guess I'm married to a rock man. Rock woman. There's some fire. Free fire from the heavy piercing. And now we will finish it. More stuff. Okay. Schulze. My wife is not Schulze. Well, any comments about should I keep pursuing this fire? Basically what I'm feeling is I have to kind of luck into it. I'm totally cool with just playing, and if I can, any chance I get to find a weapon that makes fire, I'll just grab it. But it's kind of a shot in the dark. It seems like an alternative could be I could start over and try something else, like perhaps this one, boarding objective successful, which would be have a boarding drone kill 4 crew members. Or maybe this one, loss of cabin pressure, get to sector 8. Well, that one's going to take a while without your oxygen exceeding 20%. And Ryan says move on and drop it. What about you, Arturo? What are you thinking? Are you still there? Or are you watching BJ and the Bear? This one was going to take a while, but we could do it. This one might be the best bet. Boarding objective successful. If we want to get one done tonight, basically. All right, cool. Arturo votes for something else. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna go for boarding objective successful. I wish I could save this game and review and resume later, but the game only had 1 save. That's probably one of the things I don't like about this game. Is you cannot have multiple games saved. And Ryan says, I don't watch porn during your streaming hours. Thank God. Hopefully I'm more entertaining than porn anyway. Let's cancel that comment. I didn't say that. I don't want to go down that road. Okay, alright, so we wiped out that save game, unfortunately, and we're gonna go for the boarding objective, in which we have to have a single boarding drone kill 4 crewmen. And so let's check who starts with the boarding drone again. No. This is an anti-personnel drone, which resembles boarding drone, but it only defends your ship from boarders. Here we go. Another Mantis ship, huh? Johnny Maloney. Swamps in. Swamps in. And Johnny Maloney is such a Mantis name, right? No. Neon pennant. I mean, you can kind of. There are ways you can cheat this game. You can kill the process, and if something bad happens before it gets to save your state, then you reload the game, and you're like right before that. That's the way I've done I have cheated in the past. I try not to make a habit of it though. So anyway, yeah, Mantis B has boarding. Does anybody else have boarding? I think it's just Mantis B. Yeah, we wrapped around. Okay. So you're in luck, Archer. You get to see Mantis again as well. Okay, so to reiterate, we have to have a single boarding drone kill 4 crew members. So one strategy I could take is have my Mantis knock down 4 guys to really low health, and then I send the boarding drone in. It's kind of hard to pull off against 4 crew members. So if it was 2, it would be very easy, relatively easy. 4 could be kind of tough, but let's try it. Okay, so we have no weapons with the ship, by the way. We have to board pretty much. By the way, other ways, some ideas I had here for achieving this is if I could get the anti-bio beam. Or you could use other things, but that's a good way to do it. Anti-bio beam is a beam that doesn't damage the ship at all, doesn't damage systems, it just damages crew. So if I could zap them before my boarding drone comes in, or even while, even like during the fight potentially. Another thing is I'd want to knock down their med bay, obviously, if they have it. That's basically all I got. You want to soften them with something else, probably. And then plop your boarding drone in there. Alright, so let's go to this distress beacon to start. Oh, it's the giant alien spiders. You find a number of ships fleeing from a small space station. You hail them asking what's wrong. Help! We're being overrun by some sort of giant alien spiders. And this is a nasty one. This is if you pick number 1, you lose a crew member 50% of the time. Otherwise, you get some like decent reward of like scrap, I guess. But I don't recall what you could. The blue option has special ones like situational. If you have something special, you can choose it. And they're usually very good. A good choice. I don't remember what actually happens, but I can send a boarding drone in to fight the spiders. So I guess what'll happen is I'll probably lose a drone part for the boarding drone, and I'll get some scrap and stuff as if I had beaten the spiders the old-fashioned way. Yeah, that seems like what it's basically doing. Except I didn't actually lose the drone part. You launch the drone and it crashes through their hull, leaving a huge breach. You watch as the drone tears through the creatures while debris and dead bodies fly out of the breach. The owners of the station are less than effusive when they thank you and offer only a meager payment. Maybe it's a good time to leave. Like, yeah. I didn't exactly leave them in good shape, I guess. After my boarding drone tore things apart. So, Ryan asks, what's the temperature in New York? It's a nice 70-ish degrees. It was about 72 earlier. Now it's probably a little lower than 70. And like I was saying earlier, I want to open my window because it's a little bit hot in here. But there's a noisy bunch of people outside. I'll use polite terms. Also, my daughter's bedroom, I wanted to crack the window a little bit, but the same thing. She's very sensitive to noise. She would wake up crying, and it's really annoying. I don't know. I'm just being a cranky old man. Upon completing your jump, you receive a message from a nearby ship. Greetings and welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we'll let you continue on your way. I say ha. And what do I do? Should I be boarding with mantises or what? But again, I'm going to want to upgrade sensors, I think, because that would be nice to actually see what's going on. Let's run my mantis over here for a lark. Okay, so they have 2 NG. Probably take out 2 NG pretty easily. But not with 1 mantis. It would probably be 2 NG versus... Actually, But yeah, I meant this could wreck 2 NG because basically NG fight at half as well as a human, and a Mantis fights twice as well as a human. So actually, one Mantis can wreck 2 NG pretty easily. So let's do that. Wait a minute, that's a rock man. Did I misread this? Okay, that's a okay. That's me being blind apparently. That's not an NG, that's a rock man. Are they both rock men? No, that one's an NG. Okay. So I'm looking at the teleporting countdown here. I want to bring him back home. It's a little bit dangerous. Okay, let's bring him back. Heal up. The Rock American. Sorry, I didn't use the correct term, according to Ryan. Okay, it seems like they basically can't get through my shield. So, you know, it's all good. I'll just heal up and come back. Rock American. What noisy are your neighbors partying? Yeah, my neighbors are partying. And I paused by accident. Even like lighting fireworks and stuff. Music. They're lighting their music on fire, yes. Again, I have to retreat, unfortunately. Can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread mantis. Uh-oh, get out of here. That's really cutting it close, isn't it? 5 health. Okay, once this guy heals up, this time he'll kill them for sure. This time. Do it. Die, Rockman. Alright. Thanks for stopping by, Stu. Stu says he's got a bounce. Yeah, I'm sorry you didn't get to watch an achievement. I actually got the first 2 faster than expected, and I felt like I was going on a, I was on a roll, but then kind of got stuck on that Pyromania one. But thanks for joining, and see you next time, Stu. I'll try to catch your next stream unless it's at the same time as this one. Maybe the next one after that. But yeah, take care, Stu. Let's see what's going on. Where's the last guy? Or did I already kill him and I missed the message because I was chatting? I think I killed him. Yeah, the weapons are down. I killed him. Ryan says, fireworks, dude, I can say this because I'm half. They deaf Mexicans if they're lying on fireworks. No, dude, my whole neighborhood is white people, except for a couple people. And it's the white people that set off fireworks like crazy, like for no reason. It's like 2 weeks ago they set off really loud ones too, and I was sure they were gonna wake my daughter, but fortunately she slept through it. Hey, it's Benonymous. Benonymous, how's it going? Yeah, so Benonymous, I am playing FTL, just hunting for achievements that I had previously never acquired, and I've gotten 2 of them tonight really quickly, and then I kind of hit a wall after that. But hey, getting 2 of them is not too bad. I have 8 altogether that I'm looking for. I got 2, and that's pretty much the story. Right now, I'm trying to get an achievement which is with a boarding drone, you will kill 4 crewmen on the enemy ship. So I need a means of softening up their crew before I do that, which I don't really have yet. Unless maybe I'm bored with a Mantis or 2. But it's kind of hard to do that with 4 crew. I'm trying to like weaken 4 crew. So I don't know. I don't really have a solid plan in my mind, but I'm kind of winging it, hoping for the best. Yes, FTL is a great game. Okay, automated scout. Let's run somewhere. We're not gonna board with this mantis, so we're gonna put them on, I guess, engines. And we're gonna send a boarding drone, I suppose. Yeah, so this ship, by the way, doesn't even have weapons. It just has a boarding drone and a defensive drone. Could attack their O2, suffocate. Yeah, that's a good point. I could. Yeah, I just have to make sure I don't kill them with the oxygen. But that's a good point. I can disable their oxygen and try to think of the best way to do that. Yeah, I guess if it just softens them and they repair it, that could, like, you know, that could potentially significantly weaken them. So that's a good idea. BP. I wonder if I had the... Oh, I do have the 4-person board here. So if I had, say, 4 boarders, and I could pit one against each of 4 crew members on the enemy ship, and then I bring them all back when they're low, and then I send the boarding. That might be the best way to go. But right now I don't actually have 4 boarders. I have 2 mantises. And, you know, usually you want one on the pilot. So you not necessarily... If I'm just going for the achievement, I don't necessarily need to worry about taking some hits. Here's the thing, this boarding drone is going to smash all their stuff, and then it's like, now what? So what you have to do is wait for the very slow auto repairs, because this is a ship without crew. It does auto repair, but it's very slow. And then once the system auto repairs, the boarding drone will smash it again, thus doing more damage. But it's kind of a slow going thing. Okay, Ryan, enjoy Stu stream. He says, I guess I just assumed you hacked the banks and live in a ritzy area. Okay. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah. Auto ships don't have crew. That's right. I wasn't talking about attempting this on a boarding ship. I'm just fighting one because I have to right now. So Stu is live right now. He's playing Escape from Delirium. Sorry, I'm catching up on random messages and stuff. Okay. Okay, so we destroyed that ship. Blah blah blah. Did this ship start with 2 levels of shield? That's pretty crazy. I don't think I even... I mean, I realized I had 2, but somehow it didn't occur to me until now that I started with 2. That's pretty nuts. So Ryan assumed I lived in some ritzy area where I guess people don't shoot fireworks. Alright, so I guess I just keep moseying along. Do I want to upgrade anything? I think I'm good for now. What I'm pondering is just, again, what's the next step I could take to make this achievement happen? And I'm thinking maybe just trying to get more crew members to board with 4, like I was saying earlier. So maybe I'll just save money or scrap until I can find a store that has crew members for sale. Usually you acquire crew members through other means anyway, but you know, might as well make that my goal to get more crew members. Or I could buy this random weapon. Random weapon or attack the ship. Maybe sometimes you can get crap. Then again, you can get good ones. And sorry, let's see what BP is saying. Also focus on ion weapons to disable systems. That way you don't damage and destroy the ship while you're trying to get your achievement. Yeah. If I want to try to disable systems while my borders are going, definitely, yeah. Let's go for the rando. Pike beam. That's not really what I wanted. Okay. Rebel scout. I guess to send the boarding drone at him. They have missiles and another weapon that they can't power at the moment, so my shields don't really help a lot. Defense could be nice, but I'm going to board them with the boarding drone. Splat. Fortunately, I need a Mantis to repair, because I have no one else to do it. My boarding drone is not taking them out that well. See, they're not that great, really, at fighting. They cannot take out 2 humans. See that? That's why you really need to soften them up if you're going for that achievement. Right now, I don't expect to get the achievement. I'm just trying to win the fight. I guess defense drone would be nice for these missiles, but it's like, what else do? I guess I board with my Mantis probably. Alright, let's put on this. Try to repair shield just cause. Defense drone shoots down the missiles, always nice. I guess it would be nice to have oxygen. It's funny the amount of times though I do turn off my oxygen intentionally. It's like, hey, you know what? My crew don't really need that much. I would rather have the extra engine point at the moment. So you guys can just deal for a while. Like, okay, boss! Alright, so let's board with a Mantis, I suppose. Yeah, this guy's really injured, so we'll finish him quick. And here comes the other guy who's really injured. Cool. And there's one more who's not injured. I put 3 were injured? Huh. You know, funny thing is, I didn't realize that I did that. My boarding drone actually, like almost killed, like brought close to death 3 different guys. And I kind of thought I didn't get that far. I guess I wasn't watching how they swapped out combatants. Okay, let's get our oxygen back. And turn off defense drone, heal up. Oh, my viewers are dropping. No, everybody's joining Stu. Did you start your new job, BP, if you're still there? I won't get too into detail on a public stream, but just curious if things are going all right there. Ryan left a comment on my YouTube. Anyway, I don't want to check too many messages while we're streaming here. Okay. Boarding. Let's see, yeah, it would be nice to have some kind of weapon. Yeah, I was trying to get an ion weapon, like BP was saying. So, unfortunately, when your strategy calls for a specific kind of weapon, you just can't really, like, there's no action you could take to make that happen except try to have scrap available. You can't like go in one direction or another, you know, figuratively or literally, that makes it more likely for you to find a certain kind of weapon. So that's kind of one. You could say it's a problem with this game. Maybe it's not, but maybe it's just, you know, it just is what it is, I suppose. You jump into the middle of the plasma storm. Multiple recently incapacitated ships loom in the shadows, briefly illuminated by the lightning. Yeah, I'm going to manually search for wreckage because I like doing that kind of thing, even though it's not always good for me. Okay, 23 scrap in defense mark 1. Alright, sure. Oh, my mouse won't work. There it goes. Alright. I mean, I don't need another defense 1. I can probably sell it. Let's get a little bit of engines. It's always good to have some engines, right? Yeah, I spent probably more money than I should have, but that's alright. I want to save for the weapons that I need, ion preferably. An advanced rebel automated ship remains stationed near a small rebel space station. Sensors indicate it's a storage vessel for military goods. Attack it. And this is annoying because the layout means that when my boarding drone goes to attack, it can't even go to all the rooms because they're not connected. But what I could do is have the boarding drone take out the shields and then start pike beaming them. Oh, no, I can't. I don't even have the power to pike beam. No. That sucks. So basically what I do is, here's what I do. I put the boarding drone, say, in one of these two rooms here, just to take out their offensive capabilities. And then he's going to walk back and forth as these two systems slowly repair. And he will slowly knock it down. But, oh yeah, I can't actually choose where he goes. That's right. The boarding drone is going to go where he goes. So there's a chance he'll go to a place with a section with 2 rooms, which will be relatively faster. Or he could go in the middle of one, which is going to be slow. Because in that case, he'll just be stuck here. And he'll have to wait for this one system to keep replenishing. Ugh. So that's a little bit annoying. Okay, he's in the place I wanted it to be. That's good. I guess it doesn't matter which, like, as far as taking out their offensive capability, it doesn't matter too much because they can't actually harm me. No man can harm me. I am not a man. I am a robot. That should be how the Lord of the Nazgul finally gets killed at the end of Lord of the Rings. It can be like, you know, no man can harm me. Instead of a woman, it turns out to be a robot. But a Terminator can kill you. Well, I'm assuming it's just you left, Arturo. Do you want to see some NetHack tonight, or what do you think? I could just keep playing this. I do like mixing it up at the last like hour or so, but I don't know. So I paused. Last thing I want to do, I want this to keep going. The thing is, this game sometimes auto pauses. If you click off the game, like I just clicked on my chat window, it'll pause your game. I think there's actually an option to turn that off though. Arturo says, sure, let's do some NetHack. Cool. I've been watching the case numbers for COVID in my county. They're going down. It's pretty good to see finally. Not fast enough, but it's like each day it's like a little better. This is the graph, if you want to see the graph. Let's see. On the right is the recent number of cases per day. Talking about COVID if it wasn't clear. This is a boring fight, isn't it? Should we just do NetHack now? We'll do NetHack at 11. I'll take a little break. Refill my water. Get a pit stop. Look at his comment Ryan left because he missed Bonk Biernes. He said he wanted to watch in the comment, but he didn't get to notify. And so he left that comment, and I said, I can ping you on Discord when I go live if you'd like. And he said, I'd rather Discord than Facebook. But I said Discord in the first place. So what gives Ryan? The last time when we played NetHack, I played as a monk. And I thought I was doing pretty good. But I was unceremoniously killed by a ghost. The ghost scared me and I got paralyzed. And then like something stupid killed me. What was it that killed me? Like a giant ant or something? No, it wasn't a giant ant. I don't know. Here's the old keypad. The only thing I need is I have my super ergonomic keyboard now. But I don't have a super ergonomic keypad. However, I could probably program some of these buttons to work as NetHack commands. One thing I can do is they have these macros. If I can figure out some NetHack commands to define these macros as. That could be fun. Okay. I lost a flap. I lifted it up. Sorry, 1 second. Let's go. Okay, it goes like that. Flimsy thing. It only cost me $1 million. Okay, that should do it. Okay, you salvage what you can from the broken ship. Investigate, blah, blah, blah. Investigate 311. The station was either abandoned or stripped, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so there's a store. I will definitely regret spending so much scrap if that store has the ion that I want. But I don't know that's going to be the case. Let's try to jump a few more times before the store to collect more scrap along the way. Nothing here. Okay, we've got a sun, a blah giant, super giant class M star. Yeah, we know that. Okay. Why is boarding still red? Do you have to wait for that to like recharge even between jumps? I should know that by now, I guess. Huh. Okay, now I can do it. Alright. Gotta keep an eye out for the sun damage. Wear some sunscreen, right? Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. Okay. Just that one square, that's not too bad. Suspended and not boarding. We should probably put him to work. Get to work, you lazy bum. I bet a single boarding drone could take out 4 NGs. Okay, he killed everybody, but there weren't 4 guys. Alright, do I try to swing around here and go to the store? I don't know if that's gonna work. Guess I'll go directly to the store. Alright, let's try to get an ion weapon. Like like BP recommended. Trap recovery arm is always good. So let's think it through. I could get a crew member just to attempt that. You know, I think that'll be important to have 4 crew members for boarding. Scrap recovery arm is insane though. It's always automated reloader. It's not insane, but it's very good. I think I gotta go with scrap recovery. That'll make everything else I try to do easier because I'm gathering more scrap the whole time. Rep recovery arm, not the leg, but the arm. Okay, oh yeah, I can sell this crap I don't want too. I don't want one of these defense drones. Do I want the pheromones? I mean, they can be okay. Yeah, I'll keep the pheromones. And now that I have 51, I could buy automated reloader or a crew member. I mean, yeah, I'm always hesitant to buy a crew member because you just kind of accumulate them as you go generally. But considering I'm trying to get this specific achievement and I think that having 4 boarders will make it much easier, I'm going to go with one of the crew members. And maybe my next step should be to get another weapon level just so I can actually use the weapon I do have, although it's not really my main strategy. Alright, so we have another guy. For now, we'll put him on shields and we'll run them over to the teleporter as needed. Okay, let's try to do 1 jump, 2 jumps, and then go to the exit. Something like that. I will not pay your toll because I'm too poor. I should get those sensors. I keep mentioning that, and then I don't follow through. Because that really tells me what I can do as far as my achievement. Like, do they even have 4 guys? In this case, they do not, so it's impossible to get the achievement. So therefore, I focus on killing them. And given that it's just an NG and a human, I can probably just board it. Kill them that way. Well, I'm always boarding. It's a matter of do I use the boarding drone or the people? Yeah, so it's like the mantis outmatches the person by about 2 to 1, and the human outmatches the NG by about 2 to 1. Okay. One nice thing about boarding is you get more scrap rewards if you kill that way than by shooting the enemy down. I guess because you don't damage the ship at all is the rationale. It's gonna be close. Should I do it? I don't think I can make that, can I? So the question is, can I jump, squeeze in one more jump, and avoid the fleet? But I think I'm gonna measure with my fingers. I've talked about a mod that they have for this. It makes it so you don't have to measure with your fingers. Yeah, the exit's gonna be within the fleet's next movement, unfortunately. So I'm gonna head to the exit. I should get like some kind of transparent overlay I can put on my screen that measures the jumps. Really, I could just get that mod, I suppose. Another drone out of nowhere. Wow. All right, so we're out of the civilian sector. We go to another civilian sector. I'm trying to think what. Yeah, I mean, like I was saying earlier, ideally I would fight like an NG ship with 4 NG. I don't know if that actually is a thing though. I mean, there's only so many layouts. You know, like you're not gonna find, say, a ship with 6 slugs or something like, or 7 NGs. I mean, it's gonna be like maybe I'll find 2 NGs and a mantis on a ship and a rockman or something. So I don't know. I'm not sure where I'm going with this, but in other words, I guess I should not necessarily try to find NGs as like my ideal victims, because that might not be feasible. So I don't know. The mantis is not exactly great either, but because they're tough to fight. But if I go to the mantis controlled sector here, it opens up a lot of red sectors after that point. See that? I can go to this one, and then this or this. So it's probably worth going there anyway. So let's do it. Here. Okay. And these people outside are talking really loudly, more than they're lighting fireworks. Back to ship. Okay, right after this fight, I'm getting those sensors. I keep saying, well, it's so great to have the sensors so I can see what crew they have, and then I forget to upgrade. So I have to run the guy over. So again, this only has 3 people, so I can't actually get the achievement in this case. So it's like, how do I want to kill them? I guess we could start with the boarding drone. They can't heal, so that's always good. It's frustrating when you board and you have to make repeated attempts at boarding, and they can heal up in between. But they cannot heal up here, or they can clone in some cases. Why any ship would be equipped without medbay or clone bay, you got me. But okay, my boarding drone's about to fight the big one. I think I'll send another. I'm not sure if I can finish them with my regular borders, considering that they're Mantis-y over there. So here comes another border. I mean, technically you can soften them up, so to speak, with just one of your own borders, but you have to be sure, and I don't think you ever really can be sure. You have to be sure that your border doesn't finish them off. Okay, so before we move, let's get that sensors upgrade that I keep saying I want, and then I don't bother to get. Cool. Alright, I think it's almost time for our intermission and then our switch to the second game of the evening. The secondary game. FTL was our primary game. Maybe I'll do a few more jumps. We got the 2 achievements within like 25 minutes or so, so I don't know. That was good, I guess. And therefore we have about 6 to go. They have a ship with 3 crew members, so again, I can't really attempt the achievement. Why don't we try to get some combat practice for these dudes? So let me consider what they have. Yeah, okay, we'll be alright, I guess, with the 2 shields for now. Always a little tense when you're not totally sure if your guys can survive the fight. The one key is to go into a room with 2 squares, because then they can only have 2 combatants in that room. If you go into one of these 4-person rooms, then they could gang up on you 3 on 2. Someone just leveled up. Yeah, it looks like Turing, the computer science oriented Mantis, just leveled up his fighting. Okay, 2 down. Fortunately, my guys are rather weak and I'm gonna have to send them home and heal up. Heal up fast, guys. Well, really it's the teleporter charging that's the bottleneck here. I keep bombing my crap. Should we do a repair? I guess as long as the teleporter's charging up anyway, might as well try to repair a little bit. And the teleporter's back. Let's finish up 1 level to repair it anyway. And let's go. Kill him. Man, he's really fixated on bombing my engines. Now he's dead, though. It's not a bad strategy, but usually the computer is very random. I mean, it probably was totally random. It just, you know, it was a luck thing. I don't think it spontaneously invented a strategy, because it doesn't do that. Now, imagine if this game had a good AI. I mean, it's such a tough game, but imagine if the, you know, like when they shoot at you, they actually time their attacks well, and they focus on systems that'll, you know, bring down your weapons or whatever you're using the most. You know, whatever's the most crucial for you. I mean, that'd be really tough. I would actually welcome that. It's just the game would need to give you an edge in another way, like just maybe give you more scrap or something. You overhear Mantis comm chatter. The one on the right is starting to rot. Take him down. Take off his fingers. Put him out of the airlock. They certainly don't seem to be friendly. They have 3, so again, I cannot even attempt the achievement in this instance. But the boarding drone can mash them up anyway. I love how as soon as the boarding drone comes down, who charges into battle? The NG. He leads into battle. And then comes the Mantis. I got hit in the O2 room. Ouch. Oof. Crap. Alright. They broke my drone. Okay. It's actually getting ugly fast. What's the plan, though? I mean, I guess there isn't much of one. I'd probably get this drone just to repair quickly and then put up a defense drone just so I can ward off the missiles for a while. Yeah, it's like gonna get ugly fast otherwise. Let's do that ASAP. Get the defense drone. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, one more hit. Okay, at least I'll ward off the rest of the missiles from now on. Oh, I need to actually have a pilot system for that. No, that's the dodge, but the drone can still shoot down the missiles regardless. Okay, so we're in decent shape again. I guess I'm just gonna board and finish them off. Well, let's get Justin healed. Which one is Justin? Oh, he's the pilot guy. I don't care so much about him. He's not boarding. Should I actually just switch out the pilot? Probably a good idea. Switch out Mr. Booga. Mr. Booga can be the new pilot, and now we'll have a Mantis order. I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier. Okay, yeah, let's finish him. Finish him. Alright, and this will mark the break. So you guys come home. And I'm gonna take that quick break. Yeah, just gonna grab some water, stretch a little bit, maybe use the facilities, and then we're probably gonna, yeah, I'm gonna play some NetHack after that. So enjoy the sounds of FTL in the meantime. I'll turn it up for you. Okay, I am back. Yeah, let's just get right into some NetHack. See you later, FTL. So we achieved, to reiterate, we achieved 2 of our achievements very quickly, and that was all we did. We got this one, Battle Royale, which is while using the Mantis Cruiser, Kill the last enemy with your last crew member on their ship. We did that very quickly, and then we did this one pretty quickly too. And that is, I hardly lifted a finger. Excuse me, I'm out of breath because I was running through the house. That is with the NG cruiser destroying enemy ship using only drones, no weapons. So that was a pretty good run, I think. And yep, this game's in progress. We're gonna attempt another time to resume this one. And this one is we're going for have a single boarding drone, kill 4 crew members on one ship. Alright, so see you later, FTL. And say hello to NetHack. I wasn't prepared for NetHack, but I will get set up. Just have to open my terminal. Maybe adjust fonts and crap a little bit. Font sizes. It's just H. Oops. Get over here. Okay, let's adjust the window that we're displaying. There we are. Should be good. Don't need that. Don't need the scroll bar at the right. Hopefully that's good. Let's try it. Log in. Did I have a game? No, I didn't have a game in progress. I died with the monk last time I played. Excuse me. Okay, I'm gonna play again NetHack 3.7, which is the upcoming version of Vanilla NetHack. And that's what we're gonna do. Oh no, now I have nobody viewing. Unless it's lying to me. Sometimes it lies. Alright. Here's a beautiful new title screen. Let's see. Do I want it to pick for me? Yeah, pick for me. I'm gonna pick something else though if I don't like what it picks. Like if it picks a samurai, which I kind of have done to death lately, I'll probably just tell it to pick a new one. Samurai was the class that I beat the game with last December. That being a milestone in my in my gaming bucket list, basically. All right. Yes. All right. What am I? Kamaxley. What is that? Oh, I'm an archaeologist. Okay. I am a neutral female arch. Ooh, what happened here? Okay, so hang on a minute. We have some adjustments to make. I might need to log out and back in. So let me try that. Save the game. The dish back in. Okay, that's yeah, that's pretty good. It's like the inventory gets cut off. I guess it does that always anyway. What's this side panel thing? But at least we don't have the scroll bars in the main map area, because that's kind of annoying. Okay, so welcome to NetHack. We are an archaeologist. I haven't played an archaeologist in ages. It feels like they're not one of the stronger classes, but I'm gonna read up on the wiki just to refresh my memory on strategies. But basically, they start with a +2 bullwhip. They're supposed to be like Indiana Jones, by the way. They have a +2 bullwhip, a fedora, which doesn't do anything really, a leather jacket, which gives you 1 armor class bonus. Oh, I owe you a tourist game? Oh, I didn't realize. Arturo? I must have forgotten about that. Didn't we play with a tourist? Maybe not. You know, I'll try archaeologist. Chances are I won't last too long, but if I do, it's cool, right? Anyway, you know, but if I do die soon, I will attempt to play again with a tourist. So I have 3 food rations, which is good. Having food a decent supply of food at the start is a big help. It's not a huge supply, but it's a decent supply. A sack, it's not that great. Pickaxe is a good thing to have. Tinning kit is a good thing to have. Touchstone is good. I kind of forget how they work, touchstones. I think they help you identify gems, but I don't use them that often. I'll have to look that one up. So let's pull up the wiki just to refresh our memory on strategy. NetHack Wiki Archaeologist. Okay. One of the harder roles, but they can become quite powerful later in the game. They start the game with speed and stealth. Okay. According to the guidebook, archaeologists understand dungeons pretty well. This enables them to move quickly and sneak up on the local nasties. They start equipped with the tools for a proper scientific expedition. The archaeologist role, especially its starting equipment, is influenced by 1954's Secret of the Incas, where Harry Steele, Charlton Heston, is a dashing explorer of ancient ruins with leather jacket and fedora. The Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indiana Jones, was inspired by Secret of the Incas and added in 1981 the army bag, the bullwhip that this role carries to the iconic archaeologist image. Okay. So I actually had the chances of getting one of tin opener, oil lamp, magic marker. I didn't get either of those, any of those. Those would be like a bonus. But I do have the touchstone, the tinning kit. Everybody gets those. You get 3 to 6 food rations. So I actually got the low end of that. Basically, I got kind of a below average archaeologist. It looks like by a tiny bit. They start with stealth and speed from level 1, which is good, and they get searching at level 10. For weapons, they can get up to basic level in dagger, knife, short sword, dart, 2-weapon combat, riding, attack, healing, matter spells. They can get skilled with scimitar, club, quarterstaff, swing, and unicorn horn, and they can get expert level with pickaxe, saber, boomerang, and whip. Also, they can get expert level with bare hands and spell category divination. That's interesting. They can use uncursed touchstones as if they were blessed, formally identifying the type of any gem. I actually like that a lot because I hate when I'm lugging along a ton of gems that I don't know what they are. But I feel like I can't dump them because I don't want to lose something good. They suffer a -1 penalty for breaking a historic statue. What does it even mean? Excuse me. Okay, so the Gnome King in Grotto Town, the Centaur statues around the Oracle, etc. Okay, so you don't want to break statues, basically. Non-chaotic archaeologists suffer -3 alignment when they dig up a headstone. Chaotic archaeologists get a +3 alignment. So apparently it's a good thing to dig up the graves if you're chaotic. But I am, what am I? Did it say lawful? It must say at the bottom. I'm neutral, okay. So I'm not chaotic. Objectives, excuse me. The early game must be played cautiously like the tourist and the healer. Archaeologist is considered one of the most difficult roles, if not outright the most difficult. Its starting resources don't contribute as much to survival as many other roles, so the archaeologist is more reliant on items they find. Your starting touchstone can make the first few floors of the mines very profitable. Your starting pickaxe, excuse me, can also be used to dig out gold, gems, and vaults in the early levels and dig down through the floors. Thus, you can accumulate a lot of wealth in just the first few floors of the dungeon and mines. Your sack can then help multiply it via credit cloning. Wait, what? Okay, it's a way of cheating the shopkeeper. It's the act of dropping gold in a shop to build up credit and then removing the gold without erasing the credit. Then the credit with the shopkeeper remains and you have your gold back. I didn't know you could do that. So as of 3.6, and I'm on 3.7, you can no longer do this with loose gold, but you need a container. Okay, so basically I can put the money in a sack. And then how do you get it out? It's a strategy. You can drop the gold in the shop. Okay, basically you can have your pet steal it is the idea. Or you can probably try other creative ways. Okay. All right. So yeah, basically try to get money early on, I guess, and then you can buy stuff, expensive armor and things, I suppose. I can buy protection from Minetown. Uh, yeah, I should pursue the mines before Sokoban. Okay. Luck is important in the early game. Save at least one cheap gem to throw at a co-aligned unicorn. Sure. Weapons. The best early weapon is a pickaxe. So even though it gives me like this fancy bullwhip that's +2, it looks like it's probably they're going to be the standard weapon that I use considering I'm an Indiana Jones type character. As it turns out, the pickaxe is probably a better weapon to wield. Hey Ryan, you're back. How is Stu doing with his stream? Let's see. It's best to use a pickaxe and enhance it when available, preparing for use with a Dwarvish Matic. The Dwarvish Matic does a lot of damage, basically. However, if you start out with a physical stats that assign penalties, i.e. 9 or lower strength or dexterity, that's not true. You may need to use the whip at first for its +2 bonus. Okay. Let's try to not get through every little word here. We'll try to skim over it. Yeah, the whip becomes less effective later, basically. That's why they suggest training with the pickaxe. They don't have a good ranged weapon options. Okay, then they have the objectives for mid-game, etc. But we're not going to get into that for now. Alright. The quest is to find the Orb of Detection. Alright, let's just jump into it. I guess we'll wield the pickaxe as they recommend. And Ryan said, I was actually talking to some friends of mine in New York. They were throwing fireworks at some nerd's house. He was playing video games, I guess, nerd. Okay, I get your joke. They actually haven't done fireworks lately, but I'm hearing them talk very loudly. They're like just hanging out outside at the moment. Okay, let's look for the numpad option. Here we go, numpad on. Before they had a few fireworks. Okay, I'm having trouble turning off numlock on my keypad for some reason. So we unplug it and plug it back in again. Have you tried, what's the phrase from that show? The IT crowd. Have you tried turning it off and on again? So the tin kit is nice. I can make tins out of all the carcasses that I kill. Or at least the good ones. I'm digging. I didn't realize I'm actually digging through a corridor here with my pickaxe. I don't want to do that because it takes a lot of time. I mean, like turn count wise. All right, we have some crude arrows. I'm gonna leave that garbage and I'll pick up the gems. Let's try this touchstone out. I haven't used it in a long time, so I can rub the touchstone on the gems and it'll identify them for me. 2 worthless pieces of yellow glass. All right, I'm gonna throw them at my cat. Misses the kitten. Misses the kitten. The kitten is too nimble for me. And Ryan says, nice thing about El Dorado and Santa Fe, we're all spread out. Okay. Yes, and we're not all spread out here, but we're not quite super on top of each other. Like you go to like Queens or something, and there's sometimes literally buildings like that have no space between them. Here we have, we have some some space. But if you want to, hang out outside at 11 o'clock drinking with your friends, well, everybody's going to hear you. Okay, so this must be a headstone. And unfortunately, I cannot rob it. Because I'm not chaotic. But I'll get a -3 to my alignment for doing that. But if you're chaotic, you get a +3. I'm talking as an archaeologist, by the way. So I wonder why I can't do my usual run move. It's usually I hit 5 in the middle of the keypad. I don't know if you can see this. And then I press the direction after that, but it's not working at the moment. I don't know if I configured something wrong or what. Well, there we go. I guess I wanted numlock on. That was the issue. The one thing, it might not be apparent if you're not paying close attention. I'm actually digging through these corridors quite a bit. Like right now, I could hit the S button all day long and hopefully I search successfully and find something, or I can just dig like that. But the digging takes more time than meets the eye. If you look at the turn count at the bottom where it says T, you can see how the time is passing in game time. So one thing I can do is I can apply the pickaxe at the locked door and just bash it open like that. Fortune cookie. So Ryan says the color scheme looks like Microsoft hot dog stand. What is that? Is that a game? I used to hear of a game called Lemonade Stand that people liked. It was like almost like a business simulator, I think. But I never tried hot dog stand. Lawful altar. Okay, so we found an altar. It's not for my alignment. Although I could find carcasses and try to convert the altar. Like this newt. Where'd he go? Turned me into a newt. Come on, newt. Follow me. And a zombie. You cannot sacrifice zombie corpses, unfortunately. They're too rotten. Oh, the newt did not leave a corpse. Ryan says, just looked it up. NetHack has pirates. Come on, Mark. What? NetHack doesn't have pirates, does it? Oh, it must be one of the many forks in NetHack has a pirate class. Okay, this is not good. I hit the trap. There's a certain kind of trap that I think it's called a magic trap that'll blind you, and it summons a bunch of monsters around you, and I'm not very strong, so it's not a good situation to be in. I'm gonna see if I can fight my way out, but it might be hard. Like maybe I'll try to go to the left. It touches you. It's trying to molest me. Yeah, I'm over here. At least I have a choke point. I can see again. I'm not blind anymore, but I am deaf. Fortunately, my my allergies are starting to catch up to me more. Okay, it looks like my cat took care of the monster problem here. Oh, I stepped on the freaking magic trap again. Okay, yeah, that was bad. Your pack shakes violently. What does that even mean? To the Google Nets. I think that means something jumbled up, like maybe cursed status change or something. I don't know, let's check it out. Your pack shakes violently. Is that like just a meaningless message? Okay. Yeah, it actually does nothing in NetHack, but in the variant /'em, it does something. Oh, that's an annoying thing. So this doesn't apply to me because I'm not playing /'em, but what it does is every object in your inventory has a 1 in 10 chance of being assigned a random new letter. And that's just annoying. I don't like that. It's like I'm gonna screw up the user interface for you. And I don't get that. I don't, it doesn't sit right with me. It shouldn't mess with the user interface. An iron wand. Here's a sewer rat. Let's try out the iron wand on it. Zap, and oh, it didn't give me a chance to aim it. So it's one of those things you just invoke it kind of, and it does something, but it isn't clear what it did. And yeah, it's not in my discoveries, so who knows? Like for example, if you do create monster, it's that kind of wand. This is some other ones too, but I don't know all of them. Let's find a vault. Here we go. Money, 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 money. So oftentimes in NetHack, when you find a door and then there's a one space corridor. You can dig with a pickaxe like I just did until you find a 2x2 vault. It's just a pile of money. But if you get stuck in there, like you can't dig out for some reason, eventually a guard comes and you have to surrender all your money to him or he'll kill you. So even the money you had before, you entered would be subject to that his toll. What's going on here? Why does it keep asking me to save? Here, let's guess probably go to the next level. Did I find the stairs even though? Guess not. Here's a nude again. Here's a door. Here's the stairs. And a pile of stuff here. 2 scrolls. Cool. You feel tough. You must have been leading a healthy lifestyle. Dungeon delving is a healthy lifestyle. Alright, let's try reading some random scrolls for kicks. You know, it's not always wise to do that, but you know, at the beginning, I'm more inclined to throw caution to the wind. So, alright, a scroll of magic mapping. It filled in the entire map for me, which wasn't really missing a lot, but it was something. And now the last scroll. Oh, it enchanted my armor, so I now have a glowing silver fedora. I always wanted to have a magic fedora, so I could be the ultimate neckbeard. And say, milady, milady. So where's the damn cat? That's the issue. I want to go downstairs, but I lost my cat. Oh, there's the cat. Come on, kitty. You hear someone searching. What's that mean? Oh, I think it's the vault guard. He's searching for the money that I stole. Ryan says, we were joking on Stu's stream that now that they're lifting restrictions, Stu Fest 2021 should be in Vegas at Excalibur. Obviously, Mark W would be second build. All right, yeah. Oh, I have auto pickup on. I don't mean to. Yeah, I'll totally stream at Vegas. There's actually not quite the same thing, but there's actually like roguelike conventions where this style of game is played. And I saw a speed run where basically someone was playing this game live and he beat the game in like under 2 hours with like a whole crowd of people watching and cheering. It's kind of ridiculous. Speaking of nerdy, right? I should go to that someday though. Okay, we don't really have a good means of opening this chest except bashing it with a pickaxe, but that sometimes breaks like potions and stuff that are inside. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? No, I actually destroyed a food ration in the process. A food ration is pulped, it says. I didn't know you could do that with a food ration. Oh, so what's left? Okay, it's one more food ration, a crystal wand, and another scroll. Okay, let's try the scroll. Again, I'm being reckless. What would you like to identify first? Cool, let's do the wands. A wand of digging. Okay, so we only got to identify one, and it was a wand of digging. I'm finding a good amount of food off the bat, which is good. I would like to have, you know, a really cool weapon or something, but a really cool armor. But I guess a good amount of food is a good start. All right, there's a fountain here. I can just risk it and drink. Yeah. Oh crap. All right, that's probably the end of me. Let me think how I can get out of it. So sometimes you drink from a fountain, and a bunch of water moccasins, which are dangerous poisonous snakes, come out. I am currently surrounded by like 5 of them, and I am not a good combat fighter yet. I have a wand of digging, which will probably not help. It could potentially help a little bit if I can survive a few turns, but I'm not sure if I can. I could actually zap down, straight down, and it'll make a hole that I can fall into. That might be my best bet. But I think sometimes adjacent monsters fall in with you. I don't recall exactly how that works. Roguelike celebration, yes. So let's take a look at Wand of Digging in the wiki. I mean, it's probably my best bet regardless of the details. But let's take a look. You can, yeah, digging downward. Zapping the wand downward makes a hole in diggable floors, which this should be diggable, though, through which you may fall, or a pit in undiggable floors. You can also engrave Elbereth. Okay, it doesn't really say if they'll come down with you. I feel like they can occasionally, but I don't know. So I guess one of those two options is probably my best. I can engrave Elbereth, which will protect me, and they'll back away, I believe. And then I can make a run for it, I guess. I can't stay on Elbereth forever. Or I can just zap the Wand of Digging downward and hope it doesn't send them with me. But if it does, I guess hopefully there wouldn't be too many of them. Alright, I guess let's give it a try. Downward. I'm going to go zap it downward. And I'm going to lose my cat, though. Or at least I'll be separated from my cat for a while. So here we go. Zap R direction down. Alright, no water moccasins. Whew, I got out of it for now. I will have to go up for my cat. I mean, I don't really literally have to, but it would be cool to do so. Show them live in the past, but no new news after the pandemic. Sorry, I didn't catch what you're talking about. Are you talking about the roguelike convention that I was talking about? Oh, see, I can't even handle a fox, let alone the. Well, I could handle it, but if you notice, my hit points went about halfway down. So I was like half dead from a single fox. Basically, one of those water moccasins were tougher than a fox, and there was how many next to me? 5. Fountains are a strong source of early death, but you can get a wish from them. And if you get a wish, it's huge. Yeah, hopefully conventions and things will come back, right? Did I make a tin of jackal meat? I guess there's no real point. They don't have any benefits. Scroll label read me. That's not suspicious at all. Let's read it. Your pickaxe glows blue for a moment. Nice. So I actually know of both enchant armor and enchant weapon. And identify is also a great one to have known. So this actually makes me inclined to possibly experiment less with random scrolls. Now that I know those, that's pretty good. But what am I going to do about going back up and getting my cat? I don't know if I really can anytime soon. Because I probably want to get like a really good, like at least a few more levels up. I'm actually only level 1 still, aren't I? Yeah. So I'm level 1, which it says down here. That's why my hit points are so low and everything. Yeah, I kind of a wuss. But I can identify gems, so that's cool, I guess. Worthless glass. Yeah, early on, a lot of the gems are worthless glass. There's a cool roguelike history book I have, by the way. It's like the history of the roguelike genre. Somehow I didn't finish it. I read about a third of it, and I kind of, I won't say I lost interest, but I got distracted. I get distracted easily. But I should pick that up again. It's very interesting. One interesting bit is that actually roguelike, Rogue itself, I mean, is not the first roguelike. It's just kind of the foundation. It was a very early one, but not literally the first one. And it is directly the inspiration for a lot of these guys. Oh, look at that beautiful potion. A lot of potions in this store. And it would be nice to have my cat to help rob the place, but yeah, those stupid snakes are between me and the cat. A bunch of retro gaming cons starting in Idaho 2021. Huh. There's one here on Long Island called the Long Island Retro Gaming Expo. That's where I fell in love with the Vectrex. But they're canceling this year. They already announced they're doing that. They don't want to risk it. Maybe next year though. Alright, so let's drink this random brown potion. Why not? I drank potion, but in fact it was mildly stale slime mold juice. Should I change my favorite fruit name? I don't remember how you do that actually. Here we go. It's around here somewhere. No? There it is. Yeah, F is fruit. What should my favorite fruit be? How about a dingleberry? Alright, my favorite fruit is now dingleberries. That asked me why I thought of this. It's like I'm 12 again. Why Idaho of all places? There's a bunch of retro gaming cons in Idaho. Interesting. No disrespect intended to Idahoans. Okay, I can't even hit this chat. Freaking kidding me. Okay, I'm about to dive by giant rat. I could try a random wand, try a random scroll. I could pray. Hey, look, I have ring mail. Somehow I missed it. I have ring mail. I should be wearing that. I guess I'm gonna pray. We need to pray just to make it today. The rat starts to attack you, but pulls back. You finish your prayer. You feel that Kamaxli is pleased. You feel much better. Okay, so it healed me up. I have 15 hit points. Let's kill this rat finally. Come on. Oh my god, I can't even hit the damn rat. There, finally. If I'm struggling with a giant rat, I got problems. Alright. To beat up on inanimate fungus like this one. Okay, cool. I'm level 2, that's something. I have 2 of that scroll now. Maybe I'll just try it, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off my armor. I don't want to destroy it randomly. But I should put on this ring mail probably, unless I want to test if it's cursed, and let's just do it. It's cursed, but it's +0, so it's not like a bad curse. Meaning it's an average ring mail, it's just stuck to my body, sort of. You cannot wear a leather jacket over armor. Alright, so I've got a cursed ring mail. I was going to say take off my armor and try one of the scrolls. The reason why I was going to do that is in case of destroy armor. But I can't take off everything now. I don't know. Maybe I could just take off the fedora and try it. Read X. You materialize in a different location. Okay, it's teleportation. That's a great escape thing. One of the best means of escaping that you can get. So Ryan says, I don't know, just a bunch of quad cons going on there. What's quad con mean? Is that a specific kind of con? I guess it's the name of a specific con. Hello, Gecko. Christ, I struggle with a gecko too. See, look at, I mean, it wasn't a struggle. It's just, those things should be like, you bump into them and they're gone. So I need to build up some pickaxe skill for one thing. Maybe find a dwarvish mattock. At least it's a +1 pickaxe. That's pretty cool. That time I just bumped into the gecko and killed it, so that's good, I guess. Ugh, that was dumb. That was a dumb move. I just damaged my ring mail that I can't even take off by attacking the green mold. Random egg on the ground. You know, since I have a decent amount of money, I could actually buy a potion. I have to drop the pickaxe because the storekeeper will not let me in there. And there's a very obvious mimic in here. Let me know if you can spot where the mimic is. This is a potion store. Potions are represented by the exclamation point symbol. So if you see something in an all potion store that is not a potion, it may be a mimic. Alright, there's a bunch of stuff I could probably afford pretty easily. Just I don't know what any of it is. Clear potions are always nice. They're water, and they're really cheap. So I'll probably buy that at least. Water is good for blessing, and then you can dip things into it. You know the drill. Probably. And this one is a clear potion that costs 7. So what that means, but these prices actually give you information, by the way. So I'm holding one that costs 5, and there's another one that costs 7. That means either the one that I'm holding is cursed, and the one that costs 7 is uncursed or blessed, or the one that I'm holding is uncursed, and the one that costs 7 is blessed. If you follow. Basically, it's a higher level, whatever this one is. It's a higher status sort of water. So I'm going to buy them both. And what I can actually do is name them. There's the one that costs 7 I can name as pricier or something like that. Pricier than the other, meaning it's a higher chance of it being blessed. And as far as D, I can say it's not blessed. If there's another one that costs more than this one, is by definition not blessed. Because this one could be uncursed or cursed. It's probably just uncursed, really. They call that price identifying or something like that. All right, I don't know. I don't know if I want to buy some random stuff. Black potion is really expensive, and again, generally, if you see something really expensive, it could be. What are you telling me, Ryan? He's telling me dates. Saturday. Oh, the dates of the. Cool. Kind of like Comic Con or something. All right, that's cool. But yeah, generally a higher priced potion is going to be like a rarer, kind of stronger effect. So this could be like gain level or something. And I think there's people who know how to decipher the exact, like, well, given that this is 300 and my charisma is 11, and that has to be one of these 3 potions, like, people, there's no limit to the amount of crazy analyzing you can do in this game, basically. I'll just buy a few of these and hope for the best. I don't know. I think it's a smoky potion that can somehow have genies just by virtue of the fact that it's a smoky potion. But let me check on that. Or is that the cloudy potion? The smoky potion. So sometimes you drink a smoky potion and then you get a genie. So I think I just found 2 smoky potions. Yeah, there's one in my inventory and there's one right here. So now I have 2 chances of getting a genie. And if it's a good genie, that'll be amazing. They're not always good. Alright, so let's buy a crap load of potions now. Let's see. Itemized billing, yes. Buy the clear potion for 5, yes. Smoky for 100, yes. Smoky for 100, yes. Milky for 67, sure. Bubbly for 200, sure. Black for 300, sure. Another clear potion for 7, yes. And that's it, and I am pretty poor now. I only have 32 bucks. Think they're doing a Long Island Retro Gamer Con. Oh, you mean... Wait, who's doing that? I mean, there is a Long Island Retro Gaming Convention. It was every year until COVID. And I went in 2019, and that's the one where I was saying, like, I played Vectrex for the first time there, and I was madly in love with it. Alright, let's try drinking these smoky potions and seeing if we can get a genie. Let's strategically place ourselves somewhere where hopefully we can get away better if we need to. I should not have burden. I should not be burdened. That's not a good idea. I guess as I chug potions, I will lose my burden status. Alright, so let's drink one of the smoky potions. It makes you feel good. Okay, that's I believe that's restore ability. So, yeah. That restores lost attributes and experience levels. Alright, so, oh, you're saying they're gonna do a, they're saying online that August they're having it live for this year. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Okay, so, now we have restorability identified. Let's drink something else randomly. The black potion was expensive, so I'm hoping that's really something good. Well, let's see what happens. Yes, it was gain level. In a sense, in one sense, it is kind of a waste to drink it at such a low level because you can gain levels quickly at the lower levels. In another sense, I am not a powerful character. I am separated from my pets. I'll take what I can get. That's how I'm viewing it. So cool, I am level 3. And let's drink the bubbly potion. You're moving faster, and I'm now unencumbered because I've drunk all the weight of the potion that I was carrying. Should we go one more of the milky potion? Let's do it. Tastes like dingleberry juice. That's called fruit juice. I'm amusing myself way too much with that. Alright, so, I mean, I'm not fit to fight those snakes yet, so I'm not going to go back up. So let's just go down, I suppose. Or I could try digging and see if there's any rooms to the right here. Sometimes in the rooms, you know, if it seems like there could be space. Yeah, here's something. That's just some money in the wall, though. That's another thing. If you just dig randomly, you'll find money in the wall. There's no room here, though, but there is money in the wall. I don't want to dig into there. I don't think the shopkeeper likes that. Yeah, Zork mids. It sounds like what Ralph would call vitamins. I'm taking my Zork mids, mommy. Yeah, for some reason they don't call it gold. It's like they call it gold pieces as far as the physical item. Like if you look at the top right, it says coins, 83 gold pieces. So I'm carrying gold pieces, but the unit of currency is called Zorkmids, which I think comes from the game Zork. Which I guess it's kind of obvious that it would. So I have 83 gold. I'm going to see if I can buy any other potions here. Potion of sickness for 50. No, no thank you. Yellow potion for... usually the cheap ones are bad, though. That's the thing. Maybe I'll just pass. Okay, let's kill some jackals. By the way, for Monday Main this week, I was considering having a stream just with games that take 2 sticks, like kind of like Robotron and Smash TV. There's like a lot of games that use 2 sticks, so that I would like to explore. So, you know, arcade games that use 2 sticks would be the theme, perhaps. Excuse me. Ooh. The only thing is some of the 2-stick games require a trigger, so you would have like a trigger button at the top or whatever. And so I can't play those games. I'd have to play just the ones that don't have any buttons involved. There are a lot though. There's like at least a dozen that I could play. The twin sticks are pretty hard. I mean, I'm really terrible at Robotron. I don't know how anybody lasts long in that game. I can last, well, I guess I'm pretty terrible at Smash TV too. I'm gonna say I'm pretty good at that, but actually I don't know if anybody's that good at that. I can beat it, but I'm just putting in infinite quarters, so I don't know if that really counts as anything. Ooh. So here's one thing my fedora does not protect against. If a rock falls on your head, the fedora is soft and will not help. As you can see here, there's a pile of corpses from the falling rock trap. That happens sometimes. A floating eye, huh? I do want that, but I don't want to fight it with hand to hand, so I'm going to throw these darts at it and hope for the best. Wait, what? Dart hits the floating eye. Dart misses. Dart misses. Dart misses. Dart misses. 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 I'm not very good with darts. When I was a kid, I accidentally threw a dart and stuck my neighbor in the finger with it. Because I was throwing the darts and he was trying to retrieve them. And I kept throwing them. But he's okay, folks. Don't worry. All right, I killed it, but it did not leave a corpse. Oh, all that effort. So the floating eye corpses give you a permanent power to see while you're blind, see monsters while you're blind. So that's what I was hoping for there. Cool. And I haven't played darts too much, but my son has this. I don't think he really plays it much anymore either. But when he was like 5, I got him this magnetic dart kit, and he has it at his mom's house. But we would play that once in a while. It's obviously not like a real. It had like a magnetic tip, and it, you know, sticks against a magnetic board. I don't want to mess with the green mold. It's gonna corrode my stuff again. So let's throw darts at it, because that was super successful before, right? Jeez. One of my darts corroded, but who cares? I'm gonna leave the corroded one to rot. Cricket? Cricket is the best. You play cricket? Oh, is that a kind of darts you're talking about? I was thinking of like the sport that they play in like the UK and India and stuff. But I'm thinking you must mean some kind of darts game called cricket. Okay, this hobbit's giving me grief, but I killed him. Now I will eat him. Oh, nothing to pick up? I was hoping I could get Stinger at least. Try to get 15 to 23 darts each and bold. Okay. Yeah, I would like to have a dart board. I don't know where I put it, but I actually use my garage for cars. I have a shed I could probably do that in. Excuse me. Real darts are kind of fun. Digging through the wall. Yellow mold. I am stunned from the yellow mold. I should like wear a mask, right? Oh, that must be the entrance into the gnomish mine. That's where I want to go because I can get rich there because being an archaeologist, I can identify all the piles of gems that I'm gonna find. I'm gonna get crazy and read this unknown scroll, by the way. Feel like someone is helping you. It's remove curse. So now my ring mail, the uncursed corroded ring mail, is uncursed, so I can take it off as needed. That's good. And let's enter the gnomish mine. I'm actually not so sure I'm gonna be able to handle all these guys. There's a lot of like gnomes and dwarves and stuff in here that they fight you if you're not lawful. So I am neutral. So they may give me grief. But hey, I don't know. I can't just not do anything, right? And the guy did recommend. Oh, that was a peaceful dwarf right there. Cool. The guy did recommend getting rich in the gnomish mines, so I will try that. Ryan says, my brother-in-law is funny. If you try to take your darts out before scoring, he gets all mad. Very strict rule. Also, like, okay, I get you. Yeah. They have to stay in case in case they obstruct other darts? Okay. I shudder for a moment. That means I resisted something. Don't know what. Oh. Okay, so there's a war rat. Alright. Given my not so great combat skills right now. There's a good chance I'm going to get bitten by a were rat, which means I'm going to be spontaneously turning into a freaking rat, which is not actually fun. Um, I don't know. I don't know if I'm not gonna like teleport away or pray or anything unless I really have to. So I guess I'm just gonna whack it. Or I could attempt to blast one of these unknown wands at it. Why don't I try that? I'll try the long wand, which is to it was a okay. All I did was light up the area with that one. Let's try the iron wand. That one did nothing that we can tell. Oh yeah, that's the first one I zapped. Yeah, I am Indiana Jones essentially. Okay, so I got bitten by it. It did not say you feel feverish, so I think that means I'm good. Found a lamp. It might be a magic lamp. Let's try it out. Rub it. You now wield the lamp. Nothing happens. Okay. So, it's just a source of light. A good old lamp. Take that rock mole. Jesus Christ, I can't hit the rock mole. Keep checking this skills menu in case I can upgrade my pickaxe skills, but no such luck. I'm gonna get killed by an iguana and a rock mole. Okay, killed the iguana. Cool. I will now eat its flesh in celebration. Rock mole is back. No. Cool, I have beaten the horrible beast that is the rock mole. Okay. Pick up the gems. Apply the touchstone. Where's the touchstone? I have a worthless piece of blue glass and an aquamarine stone, a real gem. Nice. And then a birthstone. Oh, a gush of water is making my ringmail rust. Great. My ringmail is turning to crap fast. Shall we make a tin of hobbit meat? Alright, hobbit, you're going into the can. Literally. There's no real reason I did that, it was just fun. And now I have a tin of hobbit meat. What a silly game this NetHack is. Since it's dark here, I might as well put on a lamp. Let's do apply the lamp, the non-magical lamp. Whoa. Uh-oh, I got teleported. Okay. There's a level teleport trap. Turn off the lamp. I'm now hungry. Oh, I should have just eaten the hobbit. One of the reasons I did it is because I was eating a bunch of carcasses before that, so I thought maybe I was bordering on being full. I'll just eat a food ration. Okay, got some rats coming. Actually, I guess the gnomes and dwarves are peaceful with neutral. I thought they were peaceful with lawful, but I guess I'm wrong. Teleport again. Same level though. Alright, so at least I don't have to hack through doors, because it can be a pain. But I would like to have some of their armor. So if I had a cat, or a dog, which I sadly don't, I could have them kill them. And I would take their stuff, basically. If I have a spell book, I could try reading it. Yeah, I can't handle it. I basically rolled bad, or I'm just not smart enough. See, I don't know. I can learn some spells. I just don't know what this spell book is. So, do I want to carry it around and be burdened, or what? I could probably drop something else. But what to drop? It doesn't even look like I'm carrying that much. But the pickaxe, the tinning kit are all heavy, as well as spellbook. Potions are heavy too. Oh, well, it might be time for me to wrap this up because I'm getting tired. And it's 12 o'clock. Trying not to like push these streams to like 1 a.m. or close to it anymore. But I should resolve my burdened issue. I could keep trying the spellbook. The problem is sometimes it paralyzes you. Paralyzing can be bad, especially if you don't have a pet to guard you. Because, you know, it make you sit there for 20 turns doing nothing, and then a monster just wails on you. I'm going to drop the spellbook and just annotate the level. Spellbook here. So I know there's a spellbook there if I want to come back to it later. Digging through the corners there where I can't fit. Oh, cool, another gem. Apply the touchstone. It is worthless glass. A giant bat. Dun 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 dun. Blindfold again. Dun dun dun. Do 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 do. Dark green potion, sure drink it. I'm confused. Oh, that's crap. Alright. I feel charismatic randomly. Yay. That's from the magic trap right there. Okay, I had nobody watching for a moment, but now I see one person back. Thank you for coming back. I was lonely. No, yeah, I think I'm just gonna finish this level then wrap up the stream, actually. Goblin Iron Skull Cap. I mean, that could be better than the Fedora, because it's not soft. But I'm just gonna hold on to it for now. Clear potion. Ugh, getting encumbered again. Man, it's hard managing encumbrance when you're a weaker character. Actually, my strength isn't even that bad. It's 15. But that's like, what do I drop? I can drop... What's actually heavy here? The potions are heavy, but I'd really rather not dump some water. I don't want to dump the water. Restorability is nice to have. I guess the leather jacket probably isn't doing much for me. You can't wear it over armor. And it doesn't even... Well, it gives you one armor class. Actually, what does my ring mail give me at this point? Anything? Yeah, it gives me 2 still, even though it's kind of beaten up. So I'm going to wear the ring mail and drop the leather jacket. Cool, now I am unencumbered. Huzzah. Stairs down. Delicious iguana. Oh, walking into dart traps, quite literally. Okay, there's a pile of darts there. What could that be? A dart trap, you moron. Let's chat with one of the dwarves. Chat dwarf. He talks about mining. What did this guy talk about? Talks about mining. How about you? Talks about mining. Another restorability. Now those are smoky potions, like I said earlier. So there might be genies in them. I'm trying to think if they're good to have. I think they're good to hold on to because actually in this version 3.7, and I did say I was going to wrap up the stream, so let me just do this one more thing and then I'll do that. The unicorn horns are like godlike normally, and anytime you lose a stat, so say you lose a strength point, you just apply the unicorn horn and you're good again. But in 3.7, they nerfed it in some way, I remember reading. If I can find that. Yeah, unicorn horns no longer restore reduced attributes, which is a huge nerfing of the unicorn horn. Alternatives include potions of restorability, the restorability spell, prayer, or finding a way to exercise or increase the attribute again. So yeah, it is worth holding on to restorability for a rainy day. But that's it, folks. As you can see, I'm losing my voice. It's also past midnight, and yep, unfortunately, I gotta go. So thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me on Saturday night for another episode of Saturday Night Gaming, and my usual schedule, by the way. Lately, I am doing everything at 9 o'clock, so there's no crazy different starting times. 9 o'clock is Monday MAME. That's when I play my retro games, mostly arcade games. And I'm definitely doing that this Monday, unless something stops me. And Saturday Night Gaming is my other regular stream. Saturday night at 9 o'clock. This one I usually play for like 3 hours at a time. Monday MAME is usually 2 hours. Sometimes I do other streams spontaneously. And that's all, folks. Take it easy. Thanks, Arturo. Thanks for watching like all the time. And thanks everybody else. So see you next time. Take care. Okay. Yeah, I saw the number go down to 1, but I guess it doesn't mean anything. It's weird how it's like a rough approximation sometimes. I'm not sure how it calculates the number of viewers. Anyway, see you, Arturo. See you, everybody. Good night.